Wat dit hulle? Geen kok.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on
This morning I'm sharing the stage with guinea fowl, and quite a few of them, as you can see. They're sharing the stage with guinea fowl and barking dogs in a residential area here in Somerset West.
I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming, it's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. Fueled by thunder, we'll grow in number. Yeah, welcome back to the program, folks. It is Thursday night. That is the 6th of March. And it's the 7th of March in Europe, Africa, and points further east. Welcome back to the program. Goeiedag, Zuid-Afrika. Otsi Hilijang, Botswana. Hey, I got something in my mustache here. Can't tell on the screen. Not looking so good there. Let me check it out. Don't want to look really bad on air here. We got to impress. Come on, tell me this way. This way. Hello. 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 Oh. Nope, it's all right. Just double checking there. All right. Thank you very much. Welcome back to the program, folks. It is a Thursday night here on the East Coast. You can see it's 23:05, just after 11 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Welcome back. Busy day, as always. They never get easy, but a break now for me, at least a couple of hours, as I've wrapped up my consulting duties for this week, and I have tomorrow free. Yay! You all get excited about Friday. I'm excited about Friday after being a workaday slug for the past 4 days. Let me say hello to everybody in the chat that I can get to very quickly. Thanks to 211 people here right now. By the way, I changed the thumbnail for this broadcast. Do you like the new one or do you like the old one? Let me see, just to take a look and see if AI is really good advice or not. Start a poll. Do you like the new TI tool? Let's say this. Let's go with thumbnail. Okay. Wow, typing is terrible over here. I'm gonna have to work on this typing. All right. Good Lord, man. I really got to work on this typing. I'm serious. It's really horrible over here. Let's get this fixed. All right. There's the poll. It's up and ready to run, folks. All right. So, Aubrey, welcome for your membership. Thank you so much for that. It's the gala hat, for those who don't know. If not familiar with the hat. Gideon Maloney, welcome to you. Hendo's here. Hey, Hendo, how you doing? Yure Simon, waiting anticipation for responses from our politicians. They did respond today in Parliament, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I did talk about it earlier today. DA taking on anti-corruption, exposed him for YouTube removing videos uploaded last night. Reference above. Huh? My X is down. What are you talking about, YouTube? My video's there. DA, no, I don't. What are you talking about, man? I'm not familiar with what you're talking about. Who's got videos taken down? Please show it. Rob Hersoff on Rubin Report. I did see that. Yep. What did you see, Hendo? What's been posted in the group? Waiting for Ants Roth's announcement. Yeah, canceled Netflix. South African News. Best real life viewing. Cool beans. Thank you for sharing that. And there's a super chat from Pararuan. Thank you so much for that. 188 Thai bot. Thanks for news updates. Never read or view any other South African media. Oh, wow. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. I appreciate that. Apologies, my manners. No, it's fine. I just want to know what you're talking about there. Cheryl Potkeeter, welcome to you. Tracy Mercer. Thank you for your membership. David Wilson, Holden Caulfield. Jarethra says, there's a 1999 song by Afrikaans singer Lurika Rauch called Neanderthal Man. It's hilarious. I think he called it the Afrikaner anthem. Okay, hopefully it's not copyrighted. It probably will be copyrighted. Let me see. So it's Neanderthal Man. Okay, let me see if I can get this. Neanderthal Man song. Okay. No, that's not her. That's CCR. So Lurika, Lurika. Lurika Rauch. Oh. I'll talk about a German name. Rauch. Okay. Says it's an annoying song. This says it's an annoying song. Morning, Syncmaster99. Dr. Clue, good morning. This unsaid been reinstated to South Africa because unsaid USAID. Well, it's a confusing story. We don't know if that's been the case. We don't know. I don't think it's been restored to South Africa. Yapi Braden, Karen Jones, Voin Mare, welcome to you. Skalk Bonner, appears that USAID and NSC have a lot in common. Must both seem to be deeply involved in corruption. Where are you guys in your USAID corruption story at? Luis Rayner, welcome. Helen Botma, welcome to you. Oh, it sounds like an annoying song.
En alles is so ordelijk soos het my betaam. Soggens kom my melkman. Dan so many ander dan man.
All right, I don't think that's going to be catching on for me. That didn't quite do it for me. Sorry, a little too camp for me. Not quite my cup of tea. Yeah, all right. So, Rulinda Engelbrecht, welcome to you. Magda Laboff, excuse me. Oh, a little trouble with the names tonight. Maddie, hello. Rebecca van der Walt, Elizabeth Bezienhout, Charmaine Huisman, Bert Geldenhuis, Abby, Glenn Fenter, Chris Standa, Alfonso Ferreira, Michelle Heath, hello. Julie Edwards, Marissa Bessela, Marius Fenta, Helen Butma, Kai, welcome. Kioma Fenta. A lot of Fentas in here tonight. What's going on? Grant, Matthew, excuse me. Oh, something wrong there. Crystal Fillon, welcome you. Dirk Vuta Duploy, welcome again. You like the intro song? Yeah, that's AI generated. Yep. Hello, James. Marquis, Kristen, Carol Hughes, Sean Root, Sarah Skuman, Kilma Fenter, Georgina Olvaga, welcome to you. Estelle Slabert, Alan Kotze, Natasha Postumus. And then we've got this Sinjin Swart, welcome. Martin, Play 24, Isabel, you like that? Xander von Rensburg, Bach, Heidi Krieger, Abe Grayling. Yeah, not Indiana Jones, Pennsylvania Wyatt. There you go. Thanks for the news updates. Got that. Thank you for the super chat, the Thai bot. Do appreciate that. Crystal Fillon. Lutke is back. Welcome back, Lutke. Thank you for all those memberships you've been buying. Thomas Holmes. Leslie. Oh, better make sure that that's on real quick. My where's that? Come on. My alert box. Oh, it's on. Okay, cool. Poll works fine. Okay, good. Yeah, people are voting in it. Okay. Okay, and then GB, excuse me, good morning. William is poking the bear. I saw that. John Dreyer, good morning to you. Heinrich Schonefeld, excuse me. Good morning. Sullivan Crocodile, like the old thumbnail. U.S. Cavalry coming to save USA. Yeah. Yeah, it's all the is that, do you mean to say traders for the Great Trek? Chris Ferrer. Mike Weston, ride all day and behind bars. Behind bars, that's not good, man. I hope you're doing okay behind bars. And Abri, as well as Fiona Fundeveld and Army 3275, all the way in from the Philippines. One of probably 10,000 islands out there in the Philippines. Welcome to you. And Kenny Kinar and JJ Fundemeva. It sounds like a Hollywood surfer. Hey guys, it's JJ Fundemeva. Let's go out. Gawabunga, dude. Let's catch a wave. All right, so sent an email slate reference Carl Niehaus. Okay, Helen, saw a lot of emails last night. I don't recall that one. I'll have to look again. I was inundated this morning with everybody freaking out about the South African Chamber of Commerce, USA, sending an email out to its list of people who went there. I didn't discourage anybody from signing up for the South African Chamber of Commerce, but some of you might be having buyer's remorse now, giving your information to them, and they're sending you updates, basically telling you that you can't get into the U.S. It's going to be impossible. It's nearly impossible. Yeah, that's not cool. They have no inside information. They're just offering an opinion that is setting people into a tizzy and into a panic, and that's not helpful. That's not helpful at all. A lot of people on my stream, when I had Neil Diamond on, I interviewed him, said that he was they couldn't trust him. He wasn't a trustworthy guy because he was an ANC operative. And I'm like, come on, guys, just let's roll with the interview. I'm just here to ask him questions. We want to find out how many inquiries they've been getting and why they stopped giving them. Well, we got that information, and he was treated fairly as a guest. But the actions of the South African Chamber of Commerce made a lot of people question what their objective is. Well, I can tell you that they have no vested interest in helping people leave South Africa. That's not their mission, and they never claimed it was. So if you're expecting them to help you get out of South Africa, you're living in a fantasy world. Now, by the same token, AfriForum and Solidarity's job is not to help people escape South Africa. That's not their job at all. Their job is to represent Afrikaner interest in Southern Africa, and they do that. They do it quite well. I know a lot of you are pissed off at them, but that's your own fault for reading fake news and believing it. And also a little bit it's their fault too for even talking about the refugee program. They should just keep quiet about it because they don't have the facts. They think they do, and maybe they do, but they're not willing to share their sources. So without sharing their sources and without going into any detail, it's kind of hard to take it as anything other than an opinion. Anyway, so look, a lot of self-inflicted wounds going around right now. I am not engaging in wild speculation. I'm just giving you analysis of how the law is written. I did see that Evan Galopta is back. Evan Galopta is back, and a lot of people are excited about that. He put a video on earlier. I saw his video, and he was very complimentary of me. So my thank you, vielen Dank to Evan Galopta. Appreciate you telling people they can come here and get the straight deal. Well, they can. Where else would they go? All right, time to take that off. Whew, that thing is heavy on the head. I mean, if you're out in the bush or you're riding a horseback, it's a nice thing to put on your head. But sitting here in the studio, it's just a little bit too much. All right, there we go. What's with that hair? It does not want to. One little spot there. It doesn't want to play nice. All right, there we go. There we go. Got to keep it dead sexy, man. Yeah. All right. There we go. All right. If it's not looking good, we're not going to get the boar mice interested. So I got to work on that hairstyle. Get my brush out. In fact, I'm so vain. You're so vain. You probably thought this song was about you, don't you? Time to go brush my hair. Anyway, what I can understand is how 2025 millennium is still walking, breathing. Well, I know what you mean, Alan Coates. I mean, it's crazy. I thought someone would have done something to that guy a long time ago, but he clearly has good security, or people just not inclined to do that. Thank goodness. Charles Van Onsel, Junice Lawrence Colette, Susan Koster. What else? Okay, and then Vaynant Smith, welcome to you. James Duvall, mother-in-law had a breakdown last night when we told her we were going to the U.S. They bought in all the fake news. Okay, James, please, if you don't mind sharing, James, please, what do you mean she had a breakdown? What fake news? What did she have a breakdown over? Please tell me, is she listening? Get her to watch this program. All right, I'm very curious now, James. Please share, if you don't mind sharing. You told us that much. You might as well give us the whole story. PJ Bote, welcome to you. It looks cool with, okay, the hat. Okay, what? I can't understand. Okay, got. Okay, Charmaine. Newsroom, Africa, saying South Africans should be careful. Some Canadian guy talking about that crap. They're trying to scare people from taking U.S. resettlement. Well, if you listen to these people, you're fools. Let me ask you this question, folks. What do you have? Okay, first off, if you tell nobody, you don't go on Facebook and say, I believe in the country. You don't go on Instagram and take pictures of you, with an American flag, we're on the Great Trek 2.0. You don't announce it. You simply wait. The program's announced. I qualify. You contact the Americans through whatever mechanism, a website or calling the embassy or appearing in a consulate, whatever, or, a nondescript building somewhere in Hillbrow. I wouldn't go there. Well, screw the refugee program. You want me to go to Hillbrow? Oh, not in the daytime or at nighttime. No, I go to Hillbrow. Gutsy fellow. Anyway, but you go, you apply. It costs nothing. It's free. And if you get rejected, we don't tell anybody. It's not like you go, excuse me, South African State Security, we rejected J.J. van der Merwe, whomever that is. There's 3 J.J. van der Merwe's. You guess which one. Yeah, we said, no, we don't want you. No, we don't share that information with anybody. That's kept to the U.S. government. So you get rejected, you go about your business. You get accepted, and you have a plan. You can go. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Seriously, tell me what I missed there. What have I missed there? Somebody tell me. Oh my God, laughing out loud, says Wemar. What are you laughing about? My hair, man? You laughing about my vanity? Don't laugh at my vanity. All right. Yeah, there's an unsubscribe option at the bottom. There you go, Sonia. There you go. If you base your decision on stay or go on some strange opinion. Exactly. Aish. Oh. Away, Masakina. Oh. No. There's Arctic, finally not flying the friendly skies. About damn time you got back in the cockpit and control central here as a moderator. You're about ready to fire you, man. I mean, gosh, we pay you, what, nothing? And what gratitude is that, Arctic? You're not even here. I can't even get Durvos out of you anymore, man. Welcome back to Arctic. Good to see you tonight. Eternal Bear, does that mean you're eternally grumpy or eternally happy or eternally looking for honey? Winnie the Pooh was always getting his bum stuck in the tree trying to get the honey. I remember that as a kid. Cool. Some lady walked naked up and down. I saw that, but the plane was on the ground. They weren't in the air, from what I understand. It took them 45 minutes. Yeah, not my flight. Yeah, and guess who it was? Every time we see people walking naked in stores and ripping off their clothes, look, I don't mean to be stereotypical. Maybe these are the only videos that the media shares, but every time it's a black woman. I don't know what's going on with that. Love the messy hair, says Crystal. Oh, deal. All right, there you go. Oh, tousled. All tousled there. All right. So, we're back here. What is your general impression of Microsoft's recent move to invest $300 billion in tech? I didn't see $300 billion. No, I saw $5 million or something like that. Let's go look for that story because that was all over Propaganda 24. They were happy to share that story. Cable theft. Ooh, okay. Oh, it's already moved down. So unimportant they moved it down. Well, okay, come on. Let's got to go to South African news. Come on. Okay. There it is. Microsoft. Let's see what the amount is that they give here. Okay. 30-year presence. They've been there 30 years. Where are you getting that figure from? Well, let me just do it this way. I'll do a dollar symbol search because I can't find anything. Use a dollar symbol search. There's no dollar symbol amount in that story. That's the only story I found on it is from Propaganda 24, and there's no dollar amount listed there. Where are you getting your information from? Microsoft investing $300 billion in South Africa. That would be everywhere. Everywhere. I mean, that story would be huge. $300 billion? Dude, that's 3/4 of your economy in South Africa. Even if it's over 5 years, it's still 20% of your economy every year. I don't see it listed anywhere other than that one story on Propaganda 24. Yeah, exactly, Francois. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I saw he was on there. I skipped through a little bit. Dave Rubin, yep. Just do your thing. Be quiet. People should stop overstating. Exactly. Well, thank you, Luke. Appreciate that. I was going to say, did you get her number, Arctic? Rather wait for the info from the Colonel, most reliable source. Well, thank you, Abe Grayling. I'm always the most reliable source. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. The truth is I stand on a wall for freedom each and every day while you, Cal, get to hide behind your lieutenant's bars, hanging out in comfy little seats in Washington, D.C., while real Marines sit on the line and put their lives on. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. Never trust Neil Diamond is all about fake news. All right, cool beans. Stateside in 5 days. Army, I hear you're excited. You got reunion going back to. That's cool. James says they're very, very conservative Afrikaans of people. Listen to every smart aleck on the street. You're going to live in tents, won't get jobs, going to die of hunger, going to be treated like criminals. Why do people believe that horse manure? Oh, dear God. By the way, look, I've got firsthand information now. Boom, shakalaka. So my colleague whom I work with, who was also a colonel in the Army, did 3 tours in Iraq and Afghanistan. We're doing consulting work together. We've done it once before. I knew him in the past, but I didn't really work with him because he's an admin guy and I was a professor. Anyway. So we've been talking because he's been a sponsor. Remember I mentioned that they have sponsorship programs for the refugees? And those sponsorship programs, we spend $2.7 billion, 55 billion rand per year, resettling refugees in America. Every single year, folks. That's every single year. So these non-government organizations, 300 of them around the country, get sponsors for people. And he's a sponsor for a Ukrainian family. Sees them at least once a month to make sure they're doing okay, answers their questions, helps them find things, tells them the great places to go shopping, where to get bargains, where not to go to get screwed over. Yeah, that's what sponsors do. They don't get paid for it, but they do it out of the goodness of their heart because Americans are just wonderful people. Anyway, so, well, most of us, except that what's her name there? Oh, Taylor Swift. Yeah, no, she's not so cool. Anyway, seriously. But yeah, so I got a little inside baseball, a little inside poop there about how it works, from an actual sponsor of refugees. And they are Ukrainians who came right here to Carlisle, Pennsylvania. That's where they plopped them down right here. And they're doing fine. They're working, they're making money, they're doing just fine. So, James, I'm sorry to hear that they have been hoodwinked by scumbag lying sacks of horse cock. Listen, they probably don't watch social media, but maybe you should sit there with the phone next to them and let it play and let them hear it. Ah, man. Tani, do not believe the garbage people are telling you. Why in the world would you think that people would live in tents in America? The only people living in tents in America are Americans. Yeah, because the Biden regime ignored the people who lost their homes in floods and in the fires in Hawaii. Those are the people living in tents and in Los Angeles, not immigrants and not refugees. No. Come on, man. Thanks for sharing that, James Duvall. See, this is the thing we're finding. Again, I don't want them to come here. James, I don't want you to come here. I don't want you to not come here. It's not my decision. I don't have a dog in the fight. My president has frozen the refugee program, and he's opened up South Africans without guidelines. We're waiting for the guidelines. So that's his direction. He's a lawful president. Salute and move out. We have previous presidents who violated the refugee law and fraudulently used it, and I had major issues with it. Bet says, good looking guy. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Elvis loves you. There'll be something in your Christmas stocking this year, special. We don't know, Arctic. We'll be flying, all of us take refugee airways. It's wise to be careful on all social media. Internet never forgets. That's true. Today I told our passenger we have a smooth flight and we will land on time. You're always lying, man. 300 million. Okay, Ben Pinar. Yeah, that's more believable. Over 5 years, 20 million. That's a drop in the bucket. Yeah, Microsoft just made 20 million. 20 more million. Oh. 20. God bless. Not clicking very well tonight. What's going on? Defective. What's going on here? Fingers aren't working. Yeah. Usually I get a really strong snap there. All right, let's just do this then. There we go. I get a stronger snap. Anyway, yeah, 300 million. That's a lot more believable, my friend. Yeah, that's not much money. Home office. How about the song Waruna the Northman? What is that, man? What is that? Okay, Reno Peterse, welcome to you. Colonial Sausage. I think Colonial Savage would be a cool name. Colonial Savage. Ludwig Hoyer. I use Perplexity AI to search for the Microsoft investment. They talk about 5 billion rand. Well, 5 billion rand, Ludwig, is closer to the figure we just heard. It's $10 million would be 200 million, right? Yeah, so it's the 300 million sounds right, dollars, but not 5 billion rand, not dollars. Someone said dollars earlier. Yeah, it's not dollars. There's no way. What's wrong with glam camping? Glam camping. Sue77. What is strange is that U.S. government stopped green funding for worldwide. BlackRock was pushing investment. Yeah, again, you guys stop going, BlackRock, evil, evil. Larry Fink and BlackRock are just about making money. And when the ascendancy of the wackadoodles on the political left was there, they jumped on the bandwagon. So did all these corporations. Oh, we'll only hire left-handed, one-legged, Cherokee, lesbian, black women. Nobody else. We're only hiring gay rabbits today. Maybe gay rabbit. You're hired. Yes. Today we're hiring only black men who are actually straight but pretend to be gay to get the job. Yeah. No, so BlackRock just went along and got along, just like all of them. Look at them all. Kissing Donald Trump's ring now. Ooh, even Joe Scarborough. Morning, Joe. Misha Brzezinski. Ooh, her evil father. Zbigniew Brzezinski, the national security advisor under the Carter regime. That's a long time ago. Anyway, look, they just kissed the ring. And now they kissed the ring. They're abandoning the green energy stuff. Oh, by the way, guess what, South Africa? No sanctions, nothing. But you just lost another $1.3 billion. Yeah. Because also something I predicted, but I haven't talked about in a few weeks, is the green energy is going away. The United States is not going to cough up its share of the $9 billion so you can cashier your coal-fired power plants and kowtow to the green zealots. So, so much for that, ESCOM. Were you counting on that money? Bye-bye. It's all gone. It's all gone. Yeah, Elvis has left the building, folks. It's gone. 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 Okay, what's the news in Gaza? Trump is going to light that place up real soon. Get ready for U.S. Drones, U.S. aircraft to start bombing living bejesus out of Gaza. Yeah. Yep. Trump has warned him. Give up the refugee or give up the hostages or I'm going to bring the pain. All right. They bought out all the hotels for. Yeah, exactly. Nobody lived in tents. Those were illegal aliens. We are inviting you here. James, tell Oma, we're inviting you, or Tani, we're inviting you here. We're not going to put you in tents. The only people we put in tents are Americans. The only people we don't care about are white, poor Americans, toothless, white Anglo-Saxon Protestants living in the foothills of the Carolinas. Nobody gives a shit about them. But if they were one-handed, left-handed, one-legged lesbians, man, they'd love them. So much propaganda being spread that people are running scared. Send them here, Tracy. Stop telling people to be scared. Send them here. Let's get millions of people watching this program. They'll get the truth. Yes, actually, Hannes Schultz, I'll have to correct you. ANC does not stand for another national catastrophe. It stands for the angry, naughty children. Okay. Okay, so Johan von Rooyen says refugee program's 50-50 at the moment. Where the flip do you get that from? Where are you getting that from, Johan? Who told you it's 50-50? And why would you believe that? Has Donald Trump issued an executive order? Has the State Department announced their program? Where are you getting 50-50 from? Stop listening to liars. We're inflating our canoe paddle. That's a long hike. EPK says age kick in. What are you talking about age kicking in? What are you talking about? The cough? No, that's to get freaking pathogens from people to War College. Okay, school run time. All right, Kevin, safe drive. It is. It's small change for Microsoft. That's nothing. $20 million, $300 million. That's bupkis, man. $300 million for Microsoft. Now they're making tens of billions, 100 billion plus billion, 150 billion, something like that a year. It's nothing. Glam camping in California. Not my scene either. No disrespect with this whole exercise. It's useless. No point in talking about. This is all I can tell you. No one cares. Well, thank you, Swanepoel Hein. I'm glad that you feel the need to unburden yourself. Do you feel better? Was that cathartic? Namaste. Namaste, Swanepoel. Are you feeling better? Okay, everybody, let's meditate with Swanepoel. These are not the droids you're looking for. This is not the refugee program that you want. Believe all the horseshit coming from the liars and fakers out there. They'll tell you whatever the fuck comes into their mind just to frighten you. Believe them. Come on, man. Why you make a comment like that? Why are you here? Why are you here, Swanepoel? What's your point? All right. Victor Hugo says it's true that American farmers' average age 58 and the numbers is going down. I have no idea what the average age of farmers is, Victor, but that would not surprise me. That is a global norm. Have you seen farmers in the European Union? Septuagenarians, man. They're old. Nobody wants a farm. It sucks. Have you been a farmer? Are you a farmer? I've been a farmer. Oh, I loved it, but I was freaking 14 to 17 or 13 to 17. It was great. Good hard work. They're all going on about Microsoft wanting to invest in that, but they seem to forget that all grind stuff. Exactly. Thank you, Charles. Yeah. Ooh, Microsoft is coming. Thank you, Charles. That's my next video. I'll make it after this. Yeah, so Microsoft, 300 million. It's coming. It's coming. And then the next day, Donald Trump, we are imposing sanctions on South Africa. Any company that invests in South Africa will be taken to court in the United States. Wow. Yes. I saw some cheeky word. Anything satanic, including Freemason. What? What are you talking about, man? All right, jumped on me here, folks. I'm trying to get back. Okay, there we go. There it is. Okay. Sean Root, welcome to you. Jeremy D. Did you see the YouTube post where Minister of Health mentioned that they can't afford to fully cover the shortage? I did. That was from Parliament today. It was in the plenary session, a topic raised by none other than Julius Malema. Yes, after he castigated the Americans, calling us imperialistic. You know what, Julius? You can go sit on this middle finger and rotate, buddy. We don't really care what your race-hustling garbage has to say, Juju. You are the inconvenient fool. You're no longer the inconvenient youth. You're just simply the inconvenient fool. Even the ANC wants nothing to do with you. Newsroom Africa, Afrikaans community warned against applying for U.S. asylum. A must-watch. Even the title is spelled. Yes, yeah. Well, I'll warn you too. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll warn you against filing for asylum, because if you come to America legally, you enter the country, and then you file for asylum if you're South Africa, odds are you're not going to get it. Of course, they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about because it's not asylum. They're so stupid. Stupid people should wear signs. That way you wouldn't ask them questions. Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't see your sign. Here's your sign. Stupid people should wear signs, folks. All these companies made business decisions like Facebook and all the rest. They don't care about morals. All they care about is money. Boom, boom, boom. Spot on, Army 3275. You are spot on, man. Good morning, Chris. You're talking about Chris Aylas. Okay. Okay, I thought you were talking to me, man. Sorry. JS Fundahiva on Propaganda Newsroom Africa. Search Snapchat Microsoft's investment $300 million. Well, I'm going to have to make a video on that now. Notice that Ronaldo is not here at this hour. That fella doesn't get up very early, does he? Anyway, you guys going to go narc on me. Chris was saying bad stuff about you. No, I wasn't. By the way, somebody vet for Trump. I wrote this down. Something CV-43. Must have been a Navy guy. Oh, yeah. He's Lieutenant Commander F-18 Jock. Flew on the USS Coral Sea, CV-43. Thanks. You made a comment here about 2 weeks ago, and I missed it, man. I hope you're still around. I didn't miss it intentionally. I made a note of it, never got back to it. So I need to talk about Microsoft. $300 million. And then sanctions. Out the window. Wow. Okay. All right. The truth will set you free. Well, it does, but dumb people still don't know better. Okay, there was an update from James. I want to see that. I want to try to miss that comment from James because I'm going to keep up on the story about Oma or Tunny. Jeremy? The truth is America sucks. Had the best lobster tail dinner and a turn rum for 1,500. America sucks. African national cancer. Now I'm scared. I want to move to North Carolina. Why do you want to move to North Carolina? Because of the tents? They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people in Springfield. Oh, my. Have I ever seen a UFO? Johan, I've answered that question many times. Yes, I've seen a UFO. Anytime you see something in the air you can't identify it, it is, by definition, an unidentified flying object. Do you want to know if I've seen little green men? No. Have I seen aliens? Absolutely. Absolutely. Every day pretending to be President of the United States. Joseph Robinette Biden, clearly from Alpha Centauri, not from this planet. Another night with scandals. Okay. Some clown from Canada are warning Afrikaners they should apply for FTA program. They will never be granted visas to other countries. Well, that's bullshit. Why are they... Okay. Everybody take a deep breath. Why are they so desperate to lie to you? First off, Newsroom Africa. Flat out lie. This is an asylum. The bitter endas. Flat out lie. This is an asylum, Mr. Erasmus. This is not asylum. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You know not what you speak of. Asylum. Malema, asylum. It's not asylum. Fucking morons. Oh, I said it. Ooh, do we offend any sensibilities tonight? Charles Van Alton is spot on. That's why we call Charles the voice of reason. Not that I ever go off the rails, but Charles is always there to back it up. Okay. You watched two of the videos, you're ashamed you watched them. Please don't forget documenting Winds of Change at the War College. I looked, Jan van der Driel, and they couldn't find it. The War College moved to a new building, and they disposed of many of their holdings. And they didn't give it to people. They had to destroy it. The government wouldn't let them give it away. They say it's not in their catalog. I've found a few places that have it, universities. I don't know if I'll be able to borrow it. I'm going to try to see if I can't find it on eBay or somewhere like that. But the Winds of Change, a brilliant documentary. It's fantastic. I used to use it all the time. Lobster and rum. How barbaric. Indeed, colonial sausage. Very barbaric. I lectured combat medical to police here in Somalia. I got sick as a dog. Ugh, gross. Yep, I didn't forget Jan van der Driel, just didn't find it. I looked today, in fact. Kumeda cried about 9.3 billion divestment, and again, did it only for South African thing again, the grifters. Yeah, well, that's another thing. Dirk, thank you. This halt of PEPFAR money isn't just South Africa. Nobody's getting PEPFAR money. What a bunch of whiny crybabies. The aggressive behavior of America towards South Africa. Hey, Julius Malema, nobody's singling you out, you frickin' dingbat doorknob. Botswana's not getting. You don't hear the Botswana going, oh, we're so oppressed. The Americans are taking away our money. The Bibi has no money. Oh, we're so miserable because the Americans take all the money. No, we're not hearing that. You're not hearing people in Liberia bitching about it. Only the South African politicians. Ask yourself this question. Why? Why? Because they're too busy stealing out the back door while we're putting money in the front door. So they don't have to cover the cost. Now they got to cover it. They don't know what to do except blame someone else. If we did a lifestyle audit, let me tell you what, people, let me tell you, baby. Let me tell you, as a counterintelligence agent, I did lifestyle audits. That's right. Woo-hoo. You know, you're driving a McLaren sports car and you're making 1 million rand a year. Something's wrong with that picture. Yep. As you come into the chat, don't forget to answer the poll and hit the thumbs up. Yeah, 391 people here and just 239 likes. I'm heartbroken, folks. You're killing me. You're absolutely killing me. I'm coming, Lisbeth. I'm coming. It's a big one. It's a big one, Lisbeth. I'm coming. Fred G. Sanford. All right, as you come into the chat, yes, please do that. Thank you very much. Julius Malema has said in public that land will be taken. They won't care what you. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Julius Malema, for confirming what Donald Trump says. So meanwhile, they're all saying up here, Donald Trump is saying lies. He's misleading people. This isn't true about Southern. And then Julius Malema confirms it's true. So did ATM. The racially charged garbage that comes out of the mouths of politicians in South Africa, it's frightening. It's frightening. Absolutely nonsense. Even the guy from the IFP, the Deputy Minister of Transport, somebody needs to wash his mouth out with soap. I'm going to write to the party leader, Velenkosini Hlabisa, and express my discontent with that. That was disgraceful. Wind pump 85. Thank you for being here. Peace. No, we won't be bullied. Give us the money. We won't be bullied. Please give us the money. We won't be bullied. I don't know what the... Oh, let's... I got... This is precious. We got to do this. We got to find a hearing. Cyril. Let's do a little Cyril tonight. Cyril, where's he hiding at? Come on. I know you're here, Cyril. Oh, come on. Is it listed some other way? Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. That's right. Come on. Cyril. Come on, Cyril. Don't hide. Come on. Here you go. There he is. Here we go. Here you go. Let's listen to this.
And we've been saying over this issue of the land.
And we've been saying over this issue, the land.
This issue that Donald Trump fears so much.
This issue that Donald Trump fears so much. He sounds like Count Chocula. I want to suck your blood.
We offer this question of the land. I don't know.
We offer this question of the land. I don't know what Donald Trump knows about South Africa.
What Donald Trump has to do with South African land. Because he's never been here.
No.
And he must keep his America. We will
keep our South Africa away, Amanda. Rohan Odendahl, what disinformation are you talking about? Morning. Currently working with Astron Energy. Ugh, I do not like that Astron. Go back to Caltex. BE garbage. I don't buy petrol at Astron. If it's still at Caltex, I buy there. Otherwise, screw them. Hideous orange colored signs. It looks like vomit, like somebody puked up a pumpkin. Ugh. Sorry, man. Can't get into it. Astron. What the hell is that? Caltex was perfectly fine. It's like Coke. Here's new Coke. It tastes like shite. Please enjoy it. And they just stopped making the real Coke. They nearly went out of business. What's for breakfast? I don't know. It's nighttime here. Clearly see the ANC is not acting interest people, and then they have people standing up for them. Yeah, exactly. The media. Yep. So this is stupid people should wear signs, an American culture thing, because I saw a lot of people with signs at Trump's speech in Congress the other day. Okay, so Arnie Tennyson, there is a comedian. His name is Bill Engvall. He's a Southern guy. It used to be, they had the Blue Collar Comedy Tour with Bill Engvall, Larry the Cable Guy, and Jeff Foxworthy. The three guys that go out. Well, there's four of them, actually. It was, one more. Ron White. Yeah, so the four of these guys go out on the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, four of them. And Bill Engvall used to have this skit. It's called Stupid People Should Wear Signs. And, he said, like, for instance, I always mess up his jokes, so I'll do my best to get it right. He said, the other day I was out driving around and got a flat. And so I pulled in a filling station. Petrol station. Pulled in a filling station, and mechanic came out, looked at the car, and said, "Oh, you got a flat, eh?" And without missing a beat, I said, "Nah, strangest thing happened. I was out driving around, remember, 3 tires just swelled right up on me." And without missing a beat, he said, "Well, he'll do that. Here's your sign." That's where it comes from, Arnie. So it's an American cultural reference. Sorry that you're not familiar with it, but look him up. Bill Engvall, Engvall. Bill Engvall. Yep. They have interest in making people think it's not worth it. Who else is going to pay? Yeah, exactly. Everyone wants us to leave. Then they realize how many taxpaying citizens are going, so they spread misinformation. And then as soon as you don't go, they're going to screw you over, break in your homes, rape your children, burn your houses down, eat your dogs and cats. That's not funny. Actually, it's not. Poor kitties. Rob Hersoff was on. Yes, I know. I know. They're not going to go to the national terror list. He needs to be careful. That's not going to happen. tuna melts. Oh, okay. All right. How's Montana? My son is wrapping up his master's at UP. He's got his heart set on Montana. Well, I mean, it's cowboy country, man. If you like that. It's got some cold weather at Montana. I like it, but there's too many Democrats in the state, but it's a beautiful state. Imagine aliens landing in Joburg after their crap. I saw District 9. There were aliens in Joburg, man. Remember the shrimps? Take us to your leader. Yeah. Bob Lazar. Okay. They know where your bread is buttered. Okay. It's because they are used to bringing apartheid for 30 years and it worked, not going to work when the whole world is watching. Yep. The second lifestyle audit, people would be shocked. They would, Jacqueline. They'd just absolutely be shocked. Now that all the funds are stopped, they're suddenly needing to start budgeting expenses. Yep. What's Coke without the cocaine? Yeah, okay. Do you have soy drinks? I have no idea. Who drinks soy drinks, man? Ugh. South Africa's declaration of self-reliance like a teenager asserting independence when Russia and India are busy making new friends. Exactly. And that is exactly what... That's exactly what Gabe McKenzie said. You know, you lot here are you're hating on America. You're welcome to hate on America. You're hating on Donald Trump. You're welcome to hate on Donald Trump. But while you're hating on Donald Trump, Russia took the first opportunity to rebuild relations with the United States, and India's doing the same thing. And you're here complaining about things. Yep. Oh, Rohan Odendahl, you're talking about Propaganda 24. Thank you for that. Okay. Soy is everywhere. America's biggest soy producer. Well, we are. That's true. What's your point? Yeah, the Democrats are the action with the paddle. Right. I've got paddles downstairs from Japan. They use them for little fans when I was at the rugby world. I should bring those up. Bill, yeah, Mr. Jardin, Bill Engvall is hilarious. I play it, but I'm afraid I get a copyright claim, so he's pretty good. I put up some of his stuff in my videos. Have you ever had biltong soup? No, I've had biltong, but not biltong soup. That sounds a little odd. When is District 9 Part 2 getting made? Yeah, that'd be great, Keith. Fucking prawns. That was so messed up, that movie. They've been aliens in South Africa for a long time. My car broke down. I got hit in the face and had my nose broken and had to fight 2 rapes. Good God. Good God, Ananda. I'm so sorry that you went through that. I hope that you fought them off. Canadian lawyer, what's it got to do with America? Canadian lawyers aren't American lawyers. U.S. isn't about to let Russia and India funnel American dollars to bail out South Africa. Global politics isn't a charity. It's a game of interest, and everyone's playing. We are living in the world of realism. I got to get Victor Davis Hanson back on the program, folks. Got to get him back on. District 9, Neo Blomkamp. Yeah, that was great, man. That was great. Yeah, okay, Heidi loves Bill Engvall, okay? Rob Herself was a room report scientist. You are late to the game. You're like the 5th person to tell us that in the last 47 minutes. You're after former to visit UK. UK is not worth their time. No, that's not worth their time. They're better off going to, I don't know, not UK, that's for sure. I just want to apologize if I said anything wrong, I saw some of my chats were deleted. No, they weren't deleted by us, Eternal Bear. They're deleted by YouTube. None of my mods deleted. I have no deleted messages here. We never saw them. They were cut out. There are certain words that YouTube won't let you produce. And I, as a creator, have a few words I can put in there. I've got about 6 words I don't let people put in there. If you put it in your chat, it never shows up. Eric Grimbeck wants to know, have I been to the Free State? Of course I've been to the Free State. I actually, first time was in 2000, and then a long break before I got back. Next time I was in Bloemfontein was in 2009 in Mornay Sten's first game when he scored all the points against the All Blacks. We beat the All Blacks in Bloemfontein. And then I've been back there since then. Whoa, what's with the picture, man? There you go. Camera got all confused. Yeah, no, and I was there again in 2022 when I went and got a tour of Grey College. I stayed in the Grey Lodge across the street and then spent an hour and 50 minutes interviewing Nas Botha right there in Bloemfontein. Yep. And then nearly ran out of petrol on the way back to Vanderbilt Park. I made it to the last petrol station before I got to Vanderbilt Park and rolling down the slight decline. Should go to Poland. Yeah, Poland would be much more attuned, or Hungary. Hungary would be much more supported. Yep. Side note, why are they still hearing from Fidel Trudeau? Trudeau didn't he resign? No, he said he was going to resign, and the little wuss hasn't done it yet. So, the District 9 sequel would be a woke social justice nightmare. Probably. Colonel is number one. Thank you, Eternal Bear. All right, so let's listen to some more of Cyril Ramaphosa from 2018.
South Africa is our land. South Africa belongs to all the people who live here in South Africa. It does not belong to Donald Trump. He can keep his America. And
yeah, and then he insults his heritage because he's a dumbass. He doesn't know Trump's heritage. His ancestors came here after slavery, after the Native Americans, after everything. They are recent arrivals in America, the Trump family. Yeah, what a moron. All right, so it's 3-1. People seem to like the new background. Cool, I'll keep it. U.S. isn't about to let Russia and... Okay, I already got that. How do I get back there? You put it in again, Jeremy. I already read the comment. What are you putting it in twice for? You're messing up my buzz with this bra with Cyril. Oh, my goodness. YouTube wouldn't let me use the word. Okay. Well, I don't know how you got it in there. Maybe because you put quotes around it. All right. Yeah, no, none of the mods delete anything, man. Look, you got to understand that YouTube has control of this platform. It's not us all the time. His former president's family did not own slaves. I don't know if that's true. But yeah, they did own slaves. I know that much. They compared him to Barack Obama. Barack Obama's family owned slaves. How are general tensions on the ground in South Africa? I was told last night you can cut it with a knife. Well, it depends where you're at and who you're listening to. Good morning, Marcel Koch. In relation to Vanner Koch, James Duvall says, what's up with Nancy Pelosi? She looks like a frightened squirrel. Here's her eyebrows here, man. Here's her eyebrows up here. Nancy Pelosi. Crazy stuff. Crazy lady. Trump's mom was a picked immigrant. You mean Scots? It's amazing. I'm a proud Free Stater. I was wondering which state in the U.S. would you say is most like Free State? I was thinking Texas. No. I would say the state that looks the most like the Free State would probably be Kansas, maybe? Kansas? Colorado. Colorado is probably more like, except the mountains. You have to look at it this way. The mountains in the Free State are in the east, the Drakensberg, and that's the border. In Colorado, the mountains are in the west. So the central part and the east part is all flatland, and it looks like the Free State. Yep. Oh, they're going to be begging for money, boys. They're going to be begging for money. Have fun storming the castle, boys. That's what they're trying to do. Hey, check this out, man. Look at Juju's Hitler salute. Check this out, folks. Julius Malema is saluting his Nazi fellow friends. Remember when they said Elon Musk was giving a Nazi salute? There's Julius Malema giving a Nazi salute. Trump is punishing South Africa for supporting Palestine against apartheid Israel. Well, first off, apartheid is a proper name. It's capitalized. Daily Maverick, who wrote this? Victoria O'Regan, it is a capital letter. You capitalize apartheid. Stop diminishing the horror of it. You know, they moan and piss and moan. Apartheid. It's a proper name. It's not an adjective. So you capitalize it, you scumbag leftists. You think capitalizing makes it better? No, it doesn't. Just accurately portrays what it was. It's a proper name of something. So you capitalize it. But look at Juju with his Nazi salute, man. Check it out. Look at that. Hey. Juju, to all of my peeps in the German National Socialist Workers Party, the NSDAP, the Nationalsozialistische Deutsche Arbeiterpartei. Sieg Heil, says Juju. Sieg Heil. Sieg Heil. Yes, check it out. Look at him. He's waving to his friends in Nazi Germany. Julius Malema, Thursday's parliamentary debate. He's giving his Nazi salute. Patriotic Wolf says, good morning from Iraq. Still here working the last 21 years. Just to say the U.S. Army is the greatest man I ever worked with. Patriotic Wolf, wow. I'm not even going to ask you what your nationality is. I'm going to guess perhaps you're an Iraqi. 21 years, that's crazy. I don't think I could survive 21 years in Iraq. What about Wyoming? Oh, shh. Don't tell people about Wyoming. That is Dan Bailey and my secret. Nope. No, we're not accepting refugees in Wyoming. Nope. It's not for you. These are not the droids you're looking for. Wyoming is a horrible place. Nobody lives there. The economy's terrible. You can't find a job. If you go to Wyoming, we're going to put you in tents. We'll put you in FEMA tents. Yeah, no, I will put you in FEMA tents in Wyoming. No, you don't want to go there. It's the weather's horrible. It's the sky's full of smog. It's just no, you don't want to go there. Oh, you're not related to Davi Root. Thanks. No. Nobody's going to Wyoming. If you get to Wyoming before I get to Wyoming, we're going to have a problem. I'm telling you that right now. Shh, Werner, quiet, my friend, quiet. Don't talk about Wyoming. Damn it. Go to South Dakota. Welcome, Patriotic Wolf. Thanks for being here. Who was the purple-haired Demi at Trump's speech? That's that freaking wackadoodle Democratic Congresswoman. Oh, man, she's a wackadoodle. 540-pound investment. No. Stop with the fake news. We've already covered this. They've already covered this. It's not 540 billion. It was 300 billion rand or something like that. It's like $300 million. Yeah. It's a drop in the bucket for Microsoft. Don't take it as a huge vote of confidence. Besides, Bill Gates is an evil, slimy bastard. You know, he'll do anything to fight Trump. Go to Northern California, very conservative, lots of old volcano. We'll post the recipe. Okay, thank you for that. Okay. Yeah, I keep suggesting Portland, Oregon for my police streams. Well, I would recommend you don't listen to AI. Mr. Jardin, shh! Wyoming is not gorgeous. It's horrible. Actually, yeah, I've got Wyoming on here because I did that event a few years ago. You guys remember that? So let's see. That was Wind River. Wind River. Yeah, there we go. Green River Valley. Wind River. So this is from a few years ago. Whoops, that is the wrong window. Hang on. It's horrible. It's horrible. That's Wyoming. Don't go there. It's terrible. Evil white people live there. Evil white people. A lot of people are uneducated and don't even have a chance. Yeah, it's true. Don't mind camping. Whenever the white man says, don't go there, we go there. Juan Milan, welcome to you. Once I'm in the USA, I'm going to bring you some biltong. Okay, Eric, thank you for that. No, Eric, excuse me. Okay, stay away from Wyoming. Property sucks and the place is a mess. I'm not looking at buying property there. Are going to so woke it's scary. It is, yeah. No lamb, yeah. Trade me Wyoming for my house. Nobody knows any of the Dems anymore. Just call them the creche on the left. That's right, the babies on the left. Aaron's Tucker podcast is an hour. Feel sorry for us session. I don't know about that. Can I wear cowboy boots? Hey, you can wear cowboy boots anywhere you want, man. There's cowboy bars all over the country. People love the line dance in this country. Never got it. It's like they're doing the locomotion with cowboy boots on. Anyway, looks like my future backyard. Shh, Charles. Yeah, people want me to talk to Magnus. I reached out to him. I'll have to get back to him again. I've just been so busy, guys. I'm working, 8 hours a day during the day, making videos before I leave, making videos when I come back, doing live broadcasts 11 o'clock at night, and doing one at lunchtime. I've been busy. So, yep. All right. Looks like we'll also have fish with our cats and dogs. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah. JJ Bernard's laughing there. Damn it. I shouldn't have shown that video. Secret's out now. The state with the least population in all of the United States is Wyoming. One of the largest physical states, but the lowest population density in the country. Look where we were and where we are now. The president keeps talking all this money with endless zeros, but I wonder how many of them can actually pronounce those numbers. Yeah. Copus Stain, welcome to you. I don't have as much faith in Tucker. I don't know what you mean. What faith did you have in? I'd settle in Wyoming any day. I'd ask my sponsor for a horse. backpack and a 10-gallon Stetson hat. That's all you need. Okay. All right, let's get to some of the news I want to talk about since our audience has shrank a little bit. So let's get to the Look at this. Julius Malema giving the Hitler salute, man. I'm telling you. It's crazy. Here's Julius Malema saluting Hitler. EFF leader Julius Malema says the hostility from President Donald Trump's administration towards South Africa does not come from fraudulent boors spreading disinformation, but from the U.S. imperialist agenda. Okay, so we gave you money we don't have to the tune of $440 million a year. We just gave that to you, no questions asked. We didn't get reciprocal trade benefits. We didn't get any minerals. We didn't get any Burmese. We didn't get anything. No rare earths. We just give you $440 million a year. And because we don't have the money, we take it back. And then Julius Malema says it's an imperialist agenda. It's an imperialist agenda not to give you money. That's our money. It's not your money, buddy. This is ours. We work for this stuff. Yeah, Piers Morgan is untrustworthy. That guy is on the money sometimes, but it's just for the camera. I think at heart he's actually a leftist. It's okay, Werner. Nobody's going to get there because we've been told it's a fake program. You're going to live in tents anyway. You're going to be discriminated against. You're going to be living in poverty. America's a horrible place. Don't come here, man. Don't come here. I'm here to confirm all the information you've been hearing from all of the in the know, all the leaders in the Afrikaner community, all the Boer who know all the answers. I'm here to confirm all of it, folks. Yeah, that's right. No, you won't be able to come here. You're going to have to pay thousands of dollars to an attorney. It's horrible. It's horrible. No, I mean, being a refugee is terrible, man. There's no assistance. There's no employment assistance. There's no money. There's just misery. It's terrible. You're going to be in FEMA tents. We're going to stick you in North Carolina in the hills with the hillbillies. They'll be out there going, squeal like a pig, boy. Squeal like a pig. Oh, boy. On Thursday, MPs debated the termination of U.S. aid to South Africa. The country's response. The debate was sponsored by none other than Julius Malema. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring the following is brought to you by Julius Malema. Let's see what some of them had to say. This government refuses to acknowledge the real issues. We are being punished for supporting Palestine against apartheid Israel, nothing else. Wrong. Just one of many, many reasons. Trump gave you 3 reasons. You chose to pick that one, ignore the other 2. The fact that you're doing nuclear cooperation with the state sponsor of terrorism known as Iran is why you are in the doghouse, Julius. Shut up, sit down. You're about as bright as a 2-watt light bulb. Exit stage right. U.S. does not believe there's a white genocide or land grabs. These lies are useful tools to justify economic aggression and seek to weaken our moral authority. Economic aggression. What economic aggression have we committed against you? Have we applied sanctions? No. Are there trade embargoes? No. Have we banned you from the SWIFT system of financial transactions? No. Despite the fact that you're gray listed. Have we imposed tariffs on you? No. In fact, you have duty-free entry to our market. What economic aggression is going on here, Julius Malema? It's all coming out of your claptrap, the sewage feces pouring out of your mouth, as it always does. Foreign aid has always been a tool for Western imperialism and control. It must end with South Africa. South Africa must expand its trade relationships with China, Russia, India, Brazil, and Singapore, none of whom give you favorable trade status. None of them. Not one of those countries gives you duty-free access to the marketplace. In fact, China and India and Russia all put up barriers to prevent your goods from South Africa ever getting in there. Dumbass. The world must move forward without the U.S. if true progress to be achieved. Progress! Apartheid, 9 million black people living in poverty. ANC, 33 million black people living in poverty. Progress. Ports, the best ports in the world. Well, best ports in Africa. The 42% of all electricity generated in the entire continent of Africa. Wow. Net exporter through the Southern African power pool throughout the region, lighting up Botswana, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Malawi, Mozambique, Namibia, and even southern Angola. And now you can't keep the lights on. The most romantic country in the world, South Africa, where everyone dines by candlelight. What progress is that, Julius Malema? When the National Party left, we had 0 known cases of HIV. Today, 8 million. Oh, well done. You know, when the National Party ran South Africa, there were virtually no malaria cases. Less than 300 malaria cases per year, and those were confined to parts of KZN. When the National Party left power, the ANC, like the typical leftist, well, we can't use DDT. It's poisonous. We all were told that Rachel Carson told us this. They don't even know who the hell Rachel Carson is, but they stopped using DDT. And boom, shakalaka, mosquitoes proliferated. They spread everywhere, and they spread it. And you had 75,000 cases of malaria within the first 9 months after the morons stopped using DDT. South Africa is a test case for the World Health Organization in which they actually came out and said that judicious conservative use of DDT is essential to combating malaria. All because of morons in the ANC. Of course, we know these geniuses when it comes to medicine. Thabo Mbeki, poverty is the cause of AIDS. Big dang 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 bang minister. Beetroot, the drunken fool who got 2 livers while other people died as she destroyed her livers. Beetroot, Minister Beetroot. Just take your daily dose of beetroot. Sounds like one of those infomercials. It's 45 essential vitamins condensed into one pill. You take it one day, and away goes your HIV. What a fool. What an absolute fool. Wow. All right, continue on here. Health Minister Dr. Aaron Motsoaledi said South Africa's healthcare system. What happened to Joe Pala? That was hardest hit by U.S. funding cuts. South Africa has an estimated 7.8 million people with HIV, and of these, 5.5 million are antiretrovirals. 5.5 million. That's an incredibly high number. I don't know what the current CD4 count is. Let's see what the current CD4 count is. Current CD4 recommendation. It used to be like 400. Current CD4 level recommendation. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's I put CD4 or DC. I put it says be CD CD4. There we go. All right. Okay, so the current is for healthy individuals. The normal range is 500 to 1500. I know that. CD4 count below 200 indicates severely compromised immune system. So they're not telling me what the recommendation is. What is? Oh, here it is. What is the recommended count? They're still not telling. They stopped doing away with recommended. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. They're just saying anything below 200. So is 200 the count? Wow. 200, you are in bad shape, folks, if you're down to 200 CD4 count. Wow. That's crazy. That's crazily low. Anyway, Motsoaledi, 7.8 million people. 5.5 million are on antivirals. That's not the case in most countries. Most countries, people have HIV. Most of them aren't on antivirals. Yes, you do. That's right, Kobus. You take a shower. You take a shower. You eat beetroot. And, of course, if you're poor, that's why you get HIV. Thabo Mbeki and Dr. Beetroot and Jacob Zuma. Yeah. Good God. Oh, boy. She left Benoni. Benoni never left her. Have you seen the video of Dave Bautista? No, I'm not. I haven't seen that. You're talking about Dave Bautista, the guy from Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, so DA MP Carl LaRue, who's a physician apparently, called the abrupt manner in which PEPFAR was stopped unethical and wasteful. It does not allow governments, including our own, to make contingency plans and to allocate budget to cover funding shortfalls. It has, however, taught us as South Africans that in the post-COVID era, we need to become more self-reliant. Well, Dr. Carl LaRue, member of the Parliament for the Democratic Alliance, I would share the following with you, sir. It was unethical and wasteful. It was stopped in an abrupt manner. Well, it was stopped in an abrupt manner, but you've been fleecing us for 22 years. The President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief was founded in 2003 by George Walker Bush. Thank you, Charmaine Venter, for your membership. 2003. It was a 5-year program. 5-year program. It's supposed to be $3 billion a year for 5 years. $1 billion for treatment and care, $1 billion for prevention, and $1 billion for, abstinence, faithful. So, it's 22 years later. Abrupt? No, I'm sorry, buddy. You are milking us for money. It's not your money. Enough. Oh, Emma Powell is back in South Africa because here she is in Parliament. She spoke today, too. I didn't see her speak. DA MP Emma Powell echoed LaRue's statement saying, whilst it's absolutely the prerogative of the U.S. administration to put America first, the immediacy of the aid termination without adequate notice allows African governments to implement contingency plans is going to reverse decades of progress in the fight against AIDS and is, in my view, deeply inhumane. Well, I haven't heard back from her. I asked her to come on the program, so I'd love to talk to her about that. It's difficult to imagine that one group of South Africans could be offered refugee asylum by the same administration that's now cut off life-saving aid. Okay, well, again, Emma Powell, you're wrong. I'm sorry. Is this going to keep you from on the program? You're wrong. There's no asylum. No one's offering asylum. No one's offering asylum. This is members of parliament. She came to the States. MK Party MP Wesley Douglas accused the Afrikaans interest group AfriForum of lying to the West, portraying land reform as white genocide. They never did that. That's a lie. Never did it. Never happened. The only people talking about white genocide are you clowns in the media and politicians. Yep. He said if the African Growth and Opportunity Act used as a weapon against South Africa, the country had other options in BRICS. The trade with Russia is a fraction of 1%. It's a fraction, like 1/10 of 1%. Yeah, BRICS. You're already doing anything with China. The only thing China wants from you is raw materials and to dump their substandard consumer goods in South Africa. So don't get your panties in a bunch there. Wesley Douglas. You have other opportunities. Yeah, right. You're going to pick up $3 billion of trade. By the way, yeah, that trade with those countries is transactional and it's just in commodities. Yeah, and thank you for your membership, Donald McNichol. Yeah, so, wow, these people are comical. Absolutely comical. AGOA as a weapon? You're not eligible for AGOA. You signed an agreement. You agreed to do the following things, including to promote and protect private property rights. You've abrogated the agreement. It's not a weapon. I mean, these people, this is such morons. South Africa is in AGOA by the good grace of Donald Trump. Instead of being assholes to Donald Trump, they should be licking his boots or at least keeping their mouths shut. You are not legally eligible to be in AGOA. Right now, boom, done and dusted, finished and clear. You must be out. Thank you for the super chat. Quiz. 14 Rand, thank you for that. You're not eligible in AGOA. It's dead. Donald Trump hasn't kicked you out. You haven't been eligible since the Rama Hippos signed that thing on December 20th. Wow. Douglas said South Africa wanted to part with the U.S., but not on your terms, on our terms as Africans and the South Africans. Oh. So you can be sovereign, but we can't. So you want to be our partner if we do what you tell us. Wesley Douglas, fuck off. What a clown. What a clown. Oh, he looks like a clown too. Wearing freaking camouflage with gold trim on it. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. Well, more bad news for South Africa. Remember that green energy scam? If you don't build coal-fired power plants, you shut them down, we'll give you $9 billion. $1.56 billion. Poof, puff, the magic dragon lives by the sea and frolics in the autumn mist in the land of Honolulu. And that's about where you get to 1.56 billion with Puff the Magic Dragon in the land of Honolulu. You have to do some LSD to get that money, buddy. Yep, the Trump administration's withdrawal from the Just Energy Transition Partnership likely to extend other developing nations. Well, guess what? We are not giving you our money so that you shut down your grid. Idiotic. Look, it's our favorite minister, the electric slide minister. You can do it. It's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie. Yeah, there he is. It's Coche Senso Ramacopa at the Copacabana, the hottest spot north of Havana. There he is, Ramacopa. Yeah, they're looking for alternatives. Yeah, You're not going to get the $1.56 billion. So you've lost $1.56 billion in the Just Energy Transition. You're going to lose $500 million in the aid we used to give you. That's a little over $2 billion right there. That is already 38 billion Rand shortfall. And if you keep pissing us off, you're going to lose 20 billion in trade. That's a lot of moolah. How do you feel about them odds, Will? They screamed bricks at us for months. Funny how they went quiet real. Yeah, bricks. Oh, and they hood mic people. What mic using? Oh, yeah, this is a HyperX Quadcast. Pretty cool. Comes with software, and you can set it for omnidirectional. You can set it for bidirectional. You can set it for cardioid, which anyway you want. You change the color. You tap it. So that turns it off. Kind of handy. It's got a little volume control down here, so you adjust right down there at the base. You can put it on a boom mic. You can put it on here on this stand. Also, you can change colors with it. It's pretty cool. Let me show you real quick here. I'll pull up the software because you have to use the software to change the colors. Okay, here it is. Light sync. Okay, let's go with a different color. Let's go with deep blue. Ooh, it's cool blue. How about red? Woo! Okay, got some green here. Aqua. You can pick a whole bunch of colors, but I like the chartreuse right now. That's kind of my mood, chartreuse. Anyway, yeah, it's a HyperX Hyper, Hyperx. You can get them from Amazon. All right. The mommy dog just dropped her puppy at school. Okay. Oh, Heidi Roberts, the mommy dog. Got it. Armand, do you have an email or link I can send you a video of an interview of something crazy I saw yesterday? Could one of the mods put my email address in there, please? If not, please go to the tab, the About tab, click on About, and you will see my email there. Yeah, it is a great microphone. Zapiro has always been a sellout. A Go was a temporary gift to Africa, and U.S. can take it back when they need to. It was supposed to be temporary. That's right. As countries got their act together, but it's been around for 2 decades, 2.5 decades. It is a HyperX mic. Bav, you got it correct. Yes, it's true and sad. We all live with CCTV alarms. Yep, this country is crime written all over. Yep. Yay, green energy. Everyone is out there is going to drive electric cars. As you can see, Colonel, we're dealing with the morons here, sadly. If this is how we're dealing with in the late 19th year, I can't see. Harry Kaddish, welcome to you. Mike is sexy. It is sexy, man. Oh, you looked up the price. Well, it's not 4,000 Rand here. No. Here, I paid for this one about 1,800 Rand. Hey, Gideon Russ, there's a super chat. In Rand, yen once again. Thank you for the Japan super chat. You're for building power stations. I'm all for building power stations too. It doesn't come with a spit guard. This pop filter you buy, it's secondary in the market. Yep. I had my original one, which went Tango uniform on me a few months back. It wasn't working. Thank goodness we sorted this out before the people started streaming the channel in big numbers. Here's my original. It was red. You couldn't change the color. It still works, but it's kind of acting kind of funny. So I disconnected. I have this one and I have a third one over there because I bought another one on sale as a backup. Always good to have a backup. So I bought this pop filter, and it goes right on there. Just got to get in the right spot. There we go. Okay. And it's smart. I've already had to clean off a couple times. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Build power. Okay, what else? Yeah, no, it's great, Quiz. You ought to check it out. It's not my idea. I got this from Yanni Fondevalt, his idea. He had it in South Africa. He paid a lot of money for his. Back then, they were $239, $249 in the U.S. I'm not going to pay that for it. And so I had another microphone I used for a while, and then I put it in my basket at Amazon. The price dropped to $129. And I was like, whoa, I bought the first one. That was the red one. Then I got another one for $99 and another one for $89. Yep. And they have more capability. Arctic says no. No what? Okay. Another person telling us for the 7th time that Rob Hersoff was on the Rubin Report. Yes, he was. Gideon Ruiz, 200 yen. Welcome to you. Microsoft added another $5 billion investment to South Africa for a country that can barely keep the lights on. Okay. Strauss says, how are you and how y'all doing? I'm fine. Thank you very much for that. Gil Owen, thank you, Colonel, for the channel and straightforward information. You're very welcome. All right. Magda Ciro must go look in the couch for money. Exactly. That's your first super chat. Thank you for the super chat there, Gil. Appreciate that. What is Lesotho? It is a small mountain kingdom in southern Africa, a place I aspire to be a benign dictator of. How quickly do you think USA can develop a gold dome? I don't know, Miguel. Based off the Iron Dome, probably pretty quickly in our existing technology. At this point, investment in South Africa is basically charity. Yeah, yep. So, all right, so the next story here. The EFF and MK are demanding the release of the Pala Pala report, which has been classified top secret by this corrupt Minister of Police. I never called him corrupt until he hid this report. Police Minister Senzo Mkuno, he's covering up Cyril Ramaphosa's crimes. That's what everyone claims. In a written reply to a question in Parliament by African Transformation Movement leader Vuyo Zungula, Mkuno said the Independent Police Investigative Directorate completed an investigation into the Pala Pala saga back in October 2023, and it would remain top secret and not be released for public consumption. Why? Why? Because they're covering stuff up, because Ramaphosa perverted the means of justice, and he also violated customs and immigration. And despite the lies told the media that he was exonerated, he was not exonerated. A captured ANC-dominated majority parliament voted that he didn't commit ethics violations in parliament. That's not the same as being exonerated. Gauteng, as President Ramaphosa expects the province to deliver, it's not going to be in Gauteng, it's moving to Cape Town. I don't see your email in the About section. It's there. It's there, Quids. I'll show it to you. It's there. Okay, YouTube, hang on. Got to get YouTube. Let me get there. Okay, my channel. Your channel. Here you go. Okay. You click on more. See, there's more right there. About. View email address right there. A little mail envelope. You click on it, and there it is. And since I've gone there, I'll get it for you now. There it is right there, folks. Piece of cake. You just got to look in the right place. Just got to look in the right place. Maybe your phone isn't letting you do it. I don't know. It's a possibility. Okay, there you go. So, there's the email address. All right, send an email. Please be patient. Anything for 150? Oh, no. Okay. Dumb Dems didn't listen. Trump said 6 million for LGBT in Lesotho that nobody's ever heard of, meaning nobody's ever heard of the LGBT movement in Lesotho. What do you think about CR complaining about the state of Joburg? I thought that was hilarious. Well, we had the BRICS summit in Joburg. Apparently it was okay to have the BRICS summit. I was there as an accredited journalist with the South African government. No, I wasn't with them. That's who gave my accreditation. Klaus says, perhaps a bit off topic, but can one take anything? Yeah, Colonel Douglas McGregor's a pretty smart guy, but I haven't listened to him lately, but lots of people are telling me third hand that he's been saying some crazy things about Ukraine and making weird predictions. I don't know about that. I just know that before the Ukraine situation, he was pretty switched on, pretty smart. Is that the same police commissioner that can't find the farm murders? Correct. Yep. All we need here in South Africa is for someone to finance the court case against Ansi criminals. You know that Aaron Sturridge calling you a Nazi was just a joke between him and Ronaldo? Yes, Jareth, I know that. In fact, Hillbilly, somebody put a comment on one of my videos and people were very defensive. And thank you for defending me, but it was just a joke. But yeah, those aren't jokes that people should have. I mean, that's not a funny joke. They think that's funny. Then people steal the content and they put it out there and then people believe it. Because look at all the people believing. Look at James Duvall's in-laws believing the crazy stuff about living in tents and stuff like that. Yes, they want to push the rates up and raise your taxes by saying your property is worth more than it is. I've been feeling just running my business, barely make ends meet. All the BRICS countries are quiet because they're not going to do anything. That's why they're quiet. Charles said he's off his meds again. He was pretty good until the Ukraine story. Yeah, exactly what I said. Then the Ukraine story, I haven't followed him. Anyone who wants to understand South Africa, just see that movie, The Bug's Life. Southern 94 was 7 rand to the dollar. Yep. When are you going to be doing broadcasts with Venant Detroit? Miguel, I don't know. Probably maybe next week or the week after. I've been busy. You know, again, consulting comes first. I have to make a living. I've got bills to pay. As you can see, just a small amount of super chat money's come in this evening. So I can't live off that, although the ad revenue has been great. Thank you all for watching. Please watch all my videos. Let them play in the background. I appreciate that. But a lot of people aren't watching the videos because they aren't finding them. A lot of people just don't understand how YouTube works very well. And YouTube isn't telling people, so that's a problem. Henko worked as a broke carny and lived better than he does as a fiber optic technician in South Africa. Yep. Yeah, being poor in America is not being poor in Bangladesh or in the DRC. Surprised they didn't mention FEMA when speaking about those tents. They did. They mentioned FEMA. Gideon Ruiz says, yeah, my mother's company was a rapidly growing steel manufacturer, then stopped. No amount of good management could get it to grow. Yep. BRICS are easier, please, than G20. After all, Joburg is El Dorado compared to Mumbai. Yeah, and a lot of your audience seems like the older crowd, and they don't know how to use YouTube properly. Well, there's been a skew towards an older crowd with this surge recently, but that wasn't the norm. It was pretty balanced before. Do you know if refugees are allowed to purchase firearms? Yes, of course they are, Stefan Labaskakny. Yes, of course they are. As long as you haven't broken any laws, you're not a felon, you can own firearms here. Yep. You don't have to be a U.S. citizen to own firearms. You just have to be able to live here. That's all. Yep. And even tourists come here and buy firearms and take them home. Whatever the import restrictions are in their country, they deal with that. Yep. All right. So, Ramaphosa is not happy with the state of Joburg. You guys just alluded to this story. That was the next story I had on tap. He's not happy about it. No. Well, it's just like calling people racist behind bars. It's the language of the thin-skinned, empty-headed fools. Yep. Cyril Post expresses dismay at the state of the city of Johannesburg, saying he is not very pleased. Well, I'm so sorry to hear that, CR. You destroyed the country. Look at these cackling hyenas. Panyazi Lesufi right there. Wow. Joburg is in a mess, so it's not going to host the G20 most likely. Hey, look at these two grifters. Two grifters, folks. Here. You ready for the top grifters? Here we go. Two of the biggest grifters on the planet right here. Here you go. Zelensky's headed for a state visit to South Africa, and Ramaphosa has confirmed this. Well, there you go. Birds of a feather will flock together as they try to fleece America out of its tax dollars. There you go. Yep. Kevin Minufu writes that South Africa must not be intimidated by an increasingly reactionary Trump regime. He's a South African legal academic based at Columbia, New York. He's a postdoctoral research scholar in Columbia's Law School for Intersectionality and Social Policy Studies. What the fuck is intersectionality? That's not even a real discipline. A regime which has harnessed anti-black sentiments and weaponized white grievance would always be threatened by any nation which is attempting to make meaningful race-conscious efforts to repair centuries of race-based harm. Any moron that writes that is about as bright as a 2-watt light bulb. Good Lord. Amid an environment of involving pressure and intimidation, it's vital that South Africa remain a staunch proponent. Again, no intimidation. South Africa has not been asked to change anything. Nothing has been demanded of South Africa. No one has said South Africa must do the following. South Africa must do this. No. You're just acting against our interest, and we're not going to give you free money anymore. Case closed. Stop your whining. You too, you little leftist scumbag. This guy here. What a clown car show. Well, Germany is now joining the United Kingdom in cutting off aid to Rwanda, blaming them for South Africa's debacle in the Congo. Germany stops new aid to Rwanda over the DRC conflict. Germany said Tuesday it halted new development aid to Rwanda and was reviewing its existing commitments in response to their role in the conflict. Well, this is all just piling on nonsense. Rwanda, if it does support M23, has been supporting it for a decade or more. This isn't new. Why suddenly now? Because their friends in Pretoria have been embarrassed with soldiers putting up white flags and surrendering and bodies coming home in body bags where soldiers can't even properly carry the coffins into dignified ceremony. Sad, sad, sad. Unbelievable what's going on there. Please show your audience the Dave Bautista shreds the Trump masculinity videos. I have no idea what that is, the Curiosity Nuggets. I recommend that it's turning into District 9. You got that right, cool. Recommend that every person here forward your videos to friends and family and enemies and show your mother how to subscribe before she sends it to her Skinner. He's desperate if he's coming. Yeah, if he's coming to South Africa, he's definitely desperate. Well, Israel was offering to help Rwanda to start a war against South Africa. When was this? Hey, Velma, I didn't even know you left. Sorry about that. So, Sudan accused the United Arab Emirates of being part of the genocide. Ooh. In the International Court of Justice complaint, the Sudanese government says the UAE is fueling genocidal actions by funding rebels in the country's civil war. Well, there's Omdurman in the western part of the capital. That's last year. Look at the damage. A total mess. Sudan's government filed a complaint at the International Court of Justice this week accusing the United Arab Emirates of being complicit in genocide by arming and funding a rebel militia. The International Court of Justice is the United Nations' highest court. Yeah, it's supposed to settle disputes between states. Islamic State retreats after getting spanked in Puntland. Their offensive failed. Here, the Puntland security forces parading newly trained soldiers and equipment to combat Islamic State in Bosaso. 1 month ago, on the morning of February 4th, forces from Somalia's Puntland region attacked Islamic State terror group fighters who responded with drones, suicide attacks, and infantry charges. Regional officials said 15 soldiers were killed in the fighting near the village of Kurak, but hours later, the terrorist fighters were forced to vacate their positions, leaving behind at least 57 of their dead. Wow. The following week, the Islamic State, also known as ISIS or Daesh, carried out a major counterattack, sending multiple suicide bombers away from fighters against Somali forces in the valley in Puntland's Khal Masjid Mountains. Regional officials say the gun battle resulted in some 100 fatalities, 28 soldiers, and more than 70 militants. But again, they retreated. So Puntland is kicking their ass. Little Puntland, a country that almost nobody recognizes. New Zealand has sacked its ambassador to the UK after his snarky remarks about Donald Trump. Phil Goff, New Zealand's High Commissioner to Britain, is sacked, and it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Good riddance. Another clown is out of work. Yep. New Zealand recalled its top diplomat in Britain after he made comments questioning President Trump's understanding of history at a public event and a sign of unease and sensitivities around expressing disagreements with the Trump administration. Yep. So, there's a super chat. Thank you for that. Lynette DeVette, 140. How much do you pay for schools in the USA? Is it true that children get a free lunch at school every day? No, it's not true. Let me explain. This is what you pay to attend school in the United States. You ready for this, Lynette? Are you ready for this? Here you go. It costs exactly nothing. Public school is free in America. It's free. There's no charge. Now, property owners like me who own a home or land have to foot the bill for you. So I pay almost $5,000 a year so that kids can go to school here. Almost $5,000. This school here district is rolling in cash. They are fleecing property owners. We are going to have a revolt here very soon over taxes. So you pay nothing to send kids to school. Nothing. Now, if you go to a parochial school, a Catholic school or something like that, or a military academy, you have to pay tuition. And some of them have scholarships. But school is free. Public education is free in America, everywhere. You don't pay for books. You don't pay for the transportation. We provide the transportation. If you're in a city, but if you're in a countryside, you get a school bus that's taken care of by the school district. You pick your kids up. We drop your kids off right in front of your house. Right in front of your house. Every morning. The little school bus picks up about 15 kids at the top of the hill here. They walk, 200 meters up the top of the hill, picks up all these kids, takes them on the bus, takes them down to the local school. They get on to different buses to go to different schools because it's a very small community. Yeah, you don't pay nothing. It's free. Now, the school lunches, free school lunches for people in poverty like me. I had free school lunches every day of my life in public school. It was always free. Never paid for school lunches because I never had the income. But you do have to pay for lunch over a certain threshold. The problem is that the government has expanded the program to include virtually everybody. So there is truth to the statement you say that kids get free lunches, but only a segment of society's children are supposed to get free lunches at school. Not all of them. So, yeah, odds are you get a free lunch. Free lunch. Did I answer your question? So pay nothing, Lynette. Your kids can go to school courtesy of my income. Isn't that nice? Rob from the not so rich to take care of everybody else. YouTube is your friend. Keywords. Nick Johnson, Unboxing America. What? Yeah, YouTube crashing the tabs. Private schools are not 60,000, Arctic. That's some private schools. Most private schools, depending where you're at, probably run about 15 to 25,000 a year. People in South Africa, goodwill majority really want Papa Zelensky. Don't want him. Okay. Yeah, you have enough problems. Thanks, Dirk, but I like the way the Colonel does things. Chris, what do you think about the new CCTV? I think it's the fascist totalitarian state. It's 1984. Big Brother's watching. No, it's not going to survive. Thank you in advance. Your taxes are greatly appreciated, says Charles. I'm sure they are. Since when does South African government care for Ukraine? What did Chronic ask? I don't see Chronic's question. Oh, there it is. Do you have a video on YouTube posted maybe showing your area, all the attractions around you? I think people wanting to move would love to explore America with you. No, I don't. I've got videos where I show central Pennsylvania, but let me see. Let's see. 32. That's a lot. Oh, here we go. That's not it. Hang on. Summer 2022. I did this 2 years ago. look closely, you'll see people inner tubing down the creek in the back there. There's people in the inner tube. I don't know if I catch them up closer. Let me see if they get up closer. There they go. See the people there? I got videos of everything. I got videos of Colorado. I got videos of Germany. I got videos of UK. I got videos of Japan. I got stuff all over my channel. Yep. The one thing I didn't do is take more videos of Japan. It's mostly photos. I should have taken more videos. I'll probably put some of those up at some point. Anyway, oops, that tab crashed. Yeah, mine crashed too, Charles. It just crashed. Live. Okay. Don't want that. There we go. Got to open it back up over here. So, how are we doing here? Okay. Was that what you're looking for? A little bit about central Pennsylvania. Also done Yellow Breeches Creek before. Oh, yeah, let me just do that one, the one I just did. So, so yellow. Let's see if that's here. That was just recently. When did I do that? This one's from 2023, I think it is. Now been purchased by somebody, or they've taken exception to people who are fishing out. The sun is just about to dip down. It's going to get very chilly here in just a couple minutes as the sun disappears. Awful lot of traffic. There's no rush hour here. It's in the country. That's not the one. I just did the one recently. What the heck was that one? That was in Pennsylvania. I can't remember what it was. It was it Alive? I think it was Alive. Yeah, let me see if I can find it. On the Road edition. March 3rd. No, that's going to be, it wasn't in March. It was in February at least. So, anyway, I don't remember which one it was, but it's the one where I was standing by the river. Let's see if I can find that anyway. People like that one, so let me get back there. Come on. Don't see it here. January 23rd. I don't know what it was. Anyway, that was kind of cool. I'm not seeing it here. When did I do that? No, I don't see it. Anyway, it's not important, but there's another one. Some of you all saw that. It was recently, so. All right. Okay. You get what you pay for, yep. U.S. won't ever be able to end Mexico cartels and drug problem. Yeah. They said the same thing about the mob in New York. Since when does South African government care for Ukraine? They don't. It's all to undermine America. Is he coming to file a land claim? I don't know about that. I figure Brockpan people will go give the rednecks the paychecks. Now show them downtown Philadelphia. Yeah, hang on. Downtown Philadelphia. Okay, Google images. Let's go to photos. And I'll switch accounts. Okay, to this one here. Okay, 95% of my storage is used. Well, isn't that something? Philadelphia. Philadelphia, there we go. Let's see if I can't find some pictures here. Well, that's the hockey. Trying to get past the hockey here. Got a lot of pictures of hockey. A lot of pictures of hockey. I've gone to Philadelphia a couple times to watch hockey. Well, these are all hockey pictures, man. A lot of them, too. Wow, another hockey game. I didn't realize there weren't that many. It's a long drive over there. It's 2 hours there and 2 hours back. And that's best case. Oh, yeah, this is Hall & Oates concert, isn't it? Yeah, 2018. These didn't come out very well. Apologies. They're kind of foggy there. That's the river. That's New Jersey on the other side of the river. Here's the bridge. This was a Hall & Oates concert that night. Commodore John Barry. That's the John Barry Bridge. This side is Pennsylvania. The other side is New Jersey. It's downtown Philadelphia. Mr. Softy. There's the stage for the Hall & Oates concert. That one came out good. Daryl Hall and John Oates. Festival 2018. It's down by the river. I got closer than this. Oops, there we go. Go back. Daryl Hall. John Oates on the left. There's Oates. So I got up close there. I didn't have a very good camera then, obviously. Give me. That's a pretty cool concert. They were already in the 70s then when I went to this thing. Anyway, that's enough of that. That's Philadelphia. Philadelphia. Did we lose a bunch of people? Oh, we did. We lost 30 people. Yeah, YouTube's having a lot of issues for about 6 weeks. Okay. How are these South Africans going to help me with my channel? I'm not aware of a concert shooting in Philadelphia. If it happened, it was probably there. Yep, that's before inflation of Joe Biden in 2021 killed the middle class. That's right. Yep. What's the healthcare system like if you're a refugee? Armand, I'm not going to spend time answering that. I'm going to direct you to the video. Please watch my videos. I have covered this topic. Okay, let me see. That's under finances. Under finances. Okay, let's just do that real quick. $12-minute video. There you go. Please go watch the video. It talks about medical care in there. I was not in Philly a few years ago. Oh no, that was in Las Vegas. Is shooting the concert. Colonel, does the U.S. still have many old school rock shows? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody plays big concerts. Too young to be calling 2019 the good old days. I wonder if YouTube will change policy with Trump bringing back free speech. Well, they've changed policy, but that's after Susan, that scumbag, left there, and then she died of cancer about 6 months later. They changed a lot of things. I got my channel back when she left, my original channel, but they still censor it. And you can still see the censorship going on here. I don't know. The concert in Vegas, a friend of mine who's married to a South African, they're both my friends, Barry Kavanaugh. They live in New Zealand now because she's a pathologist, and they recruited her to go there. It still took her like 9 months to get everything approved to go there, even though the government of New Zealand hired her and wanted her because they don't have enough pathologists. So they were at that concert. They used to fly to Vegas all the time and have a good time. I knew them from the sevens. Saw them in Japan at the South African-New Zealand game. They paid a fortune for their seats, more than I did for that game, and I had the best seat in the house. I thought it was a terrible seat. I was sitting in the try zone up in the second level, and right in front of most of the games played right in front of me. That almost try where Cheslin Colby came darting all the way down the field and almost got in. They tripped him like at the 5-meter line and stopped him. We didn't score. It was right in front of me. I was like, yeah! And a little deflated when he didn't score. But yeah, so Barry and his wife, they were at that concert when the shooting took place. Yeah. In Vegas. Yep. They were really upset by that too. I mean, they could still see it when I saw them a few months after that. Autism. My friend was diagnosed 3 weeks ago. Just search the internet, Martin. I'm not a medical expert. I know about epidemiology, but I'm not a medical expert. Like the fact Trump gave the cops some power to do the jobs again. He's trying. What's not fair towards us? We see this as a boat in the storm and the ripped boat. What are you talking about, Audrey Mine? Who's ripping what boat out from under you? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Who's ripping what boat? I'm not talking about any boats. I'm talking about Las Vegas and a shooting. What are you talking about? It's indeed not fair. What is Audrey Mine talking about? No idea what you're talking about. Anyway. Yeah. So, back to the matter at hand. 395 people currently here. Okay, so European leaders have agreed to spend $800 billion on defense. It's about time. It's what Trump asked them to do, and they ignored him, and now they want to do it because they're cowards and they're terrified. Yep, they're worried that Russia might be emboldened and could attack European Union state next. Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Missed the poll. We also want to go. What poll, Audrey? My poll was not about going anywhere. My poll was about whether people like the thumbnail or not. You mean the one I have on Twitter? It's still available. It's still up. Let's get to that one real quick. Twitter poll is still there. Today's the last day, or did it just end? Let's see. 1 day left, yeah. If you want to vote in the poll, just go there. I could use more votes, and it's only got 2,200 votes. Doesn't show strong support for going. There's the poll on Twitter. If that's the poll you're talking about. So you can't put a partial thought up there, Audrey. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, you got me guessing. Chris, apologies if you've answered for it. Please, can you provide an overview of monthly salaries versus quad living? There's no such thing as a good monthly salary. It has everything to do with people's, their spending habits, has to do with your willingness to live within your budget, has to do with your expectations, it has to do with what field you're working in, has to do with where you're working. I mean, if you're a financial analyst in Omaha, Nebraska, you won't be making the same money that a financial analyst in Manhattan is making. Yeah. And it will cost you a lot more to live in Manhattan than it would there. It's $24 for a pack of cigarettes in Manhattan. $24. That would buy you 5 cases when I was in the Army and I first came in. 5 cases of packs of cigarettes, not 1 pack. Yeah. And, it just depends what you're looking for. There's no such thing. So you got to tell me where you want to live, what your career field is, and we can look it up and can tell you. We can look at the cost of living in every place. But, it's a big country, man. California is not Ohio. California is not Pennsylvania. Michigan is not Pennsylvania. And New York, which is right next to Pennsylvania, and Maryland, which is on the other side, they're not Pennsylvania. We are surrounded on 3 sides by wackadoodle states. New York to the north, but the people in the north of us are all pretty much decent people. It's to the east, where New Jersey and New York City are. Those are the wackadoodles. And then to the south, Maryland's a wackadoodle state. And then we've got West Virginia on one side, and then Ohio covers the boundaries. Those are normal states. What's more protection than qualified immunity? Total immunity. Qualified immunity means you are protected from criminal prosecution for your actions as long as they're in line with your official duties. So, for instance, if the president executes a law, if the law is determined to be unlawful, then, that's not his decision. He followed the law, so you can't prosecute him. A police officer is justified in shooting someone if they're an assailant or to protect someone's life. It's justifiable. You have qualified immunity. That's why the imprisonment of Derek Chauvin is shocking, to say the least. Do I prefer European or American cities? Well, Pablo, that's not a fair question. Because I like some American cities and I like some European cities. I used to love London, but London's a shithole now. No, thank you. No, thank you. It's a cesspool. It's overpriced. There's no English left in the city. It's going to the shit. They're not eating the dogs, eating the cats, but they're leaving their refuse all over the place, and they treat the place like freaking Calcutta, not London. So I don't like it anymore. Edinburgh's nice, but it's also starting to run down now too. Berlin is a very cosmopolitan city. Rome is a fascinating place, but I don't like those places. I love Munich. Munich is pretty cool, but the downtown area isn't all that big, to be honest. It's a big industrial city, but I like Munich. Yeah, I like downtown Stuttgart. That's cool, but I mean, there's plenty of places in the States that I love, So that's not really a good question to ask. Paris sucks. I don't like Paris at all. It's big, it's expensive, it's nasty, it's full of tourists all the time, and it's also full of homeless who flock there and just harass and rob people, and they're just very annoying, taking a dump on the street, laying down next to the Louvre. It's just sick. Not in the summertime, obviously, not in the winter. What states should we avoid then? It depends what you're trying to avoid, Jess. You got to tell me what you're trying to avoid. Yeah, Europe is in a death spiral. Want to charge business and homeowners for a fee for having their CCTV viewing? Yes, I'm aware of that. Yeah, they just anything they can get their hands on. Yep, it's ridiculous. Donovan wants to come. Okay. Europe is turning a third world. It's already the third world. I prefer a small country living compared to big city living. Well, if that was where I want to live, I'd want to live in a mountain village in the Alps of Austria, outside of Salzburg, outside of Innsbruck. Yeah, inside somewhere in Carinthia, in Canton, down in southern part of Austria. Yeah, that's where I'd love to live. I could also live in parts of Germany, but the Germans have proven that they're fascist, so I'm not too interested in that. Meersburg and Konstanz are pretty. Yeah, Meersburg is okay, but I don't like the Bodensee so much. Yep, don't like that very much. Hoyamori says, Triggered Tomato, welcome back to you. Just stop smoking, Heidi. It's bad. When you're clean, you feel amazing. Yeah, it's great, isn't it, if you don't smoke? Julio Silvagi says Europe. Okay, that was you one said that. Okay. Strauss, my husband is production manager and does laser cutting work. It will be hard. I don't know what laser cutting work is. I have no idea what that is, Strauss. How can I answer that question? What is laser cutting work? Does he cut like steel with lasers? Does he use sharks? You know, give me some freaking sharks with lasers on them. Dr. Evil, we can't do that. Yeah, and they want SABC fees to be paid by cell phone users. Ridiculous. Let's talk about something positive. The Oscars. Have you been to Seychelles? No, I haven't. I was supposed to go there, and I got aced out of it by my boss, Ruben Brigady. I was supposed to go there with Ruben Brigady to the Seychelles, and I've never been. Instead, he took his favorite officer. I see people smoking. Yeah, it's a dying thing. Maybe 18% of the population smoke it all in the States. It's a dying habit. But the Chinese are smoking like banshees, which is doing great for my tobacco stock. Liechtenstein. I love Liechtenstein. I could live there. Not in Malbun, though. Well, maybe Malbun, I suppose, because you're down out of the mountains. Veritas, welcome to you. Okay, cool bean. I was in Poland last year. Gorgeous country, people were nice, but zero English. Yeah, well, big chunks of Poland are actually Germany. That's why it's nice. Donald Trump rips into the demon rats for their embarrassing behavior during his address to Congress and blasts Wallace and Maddow over their DJ Daniel comments. Yep. After signing executive orders in the Oval Office, Trump fielded questions from the press and asked questions about Democrats' behavior.
I thought it was very embarrassing for the Democrats what happened the other night. And that's not said for any other reason other than it's obvious, it's fact. Even CNN fake news said that. They came out and they said it.
Yep, that's terrible. Terrible what happened. Yeah, Rachel Maddow said that, she say she like commit suicide or something like that. It's just crazy. Yep.
Worse than CNN is MSDNC, which is the worst. And the good news is very few people watch them anymore. They have lost such credibility. And frankly, what Nicole Wallace said, I've never been a fan of hers, and she's not very talented. But I'll tell you, what she said the other day about that young man is disgraceful. She should be forced to resign. And Rachel Maddow should be forced to resign. Nobody watches her anyway. I don't know if it's not possible they pay her as much money as I hear. But certainly she's lost all credibility, both of them. But what they said the other day, they should be forced to resign about that young person who is suffering greatly.
Yeah, horrible, these people. Anyway, are Afrikaners who want U.S. refugee states being overshadowed by those saying they don't? No, they're being overshadowed by the hucksters and shysters in the political scenario and by the media, who are bringing Canadian attorneys who have nothing to do with U.S. refugee law. Guy doesn't practice here. Why are you listening to Canadians? Yeah, Rachel Maddow's a scumbag in Gamer. Yep. For interest's sake, how are the laws about smoking in the U.S.? Every state's different. You can't smoke in federal buildings. That's nationwide. You can't smoke in military installations. That's nationwide, inside the building. Many states have restrictions on restaurants and bars and public spaces, which is fine. You shouldn't be allowed to smoke in malls where children are at. That's stupid. Yeah, most people just don't smoke anymore. What state would you recommend out of New Mexico or Nevada? Living standard, politics, gun rights. Well, New Mexico is unfortunately tends to vote Democrat, but it's a very it's a nice state. Nevada is a wonderful state too. But most of the land in Nevada is owned by the state and federal government. 97% of the land in Nevada is owned by the government. So there's not much for you to buy in Nevada. And what's there is incredibly pricey. Las Vegas and Tahoe and a little bit more beyond that. So that's what makes Nevada tough to live in, although it's a nice place to live. New Mexico, a lot of land owned by the state and the federal government, but there's plenty of land for people to buy there. So, the upper part of New Mexico is pretty nice. Taos, Albuquerque's fine, but it's huge. It's massive. And there's also a massive illegal alien problem there because it's close to the border. And there's just a lot of criminals there. So, Switzerland has chocolate. Indeed, it does. Good things about Alabama. Okay. Nashville has become a murder capital. It's a beautiful place, but it's been destroyed by the lawlessness that's taken place there. Okay. Yeah, I think Rachel Maddow is probably worn out her welcome. Not well, but I want to live long enough to see others here going USA, all the young folk, okay? In your opinion, how safe is Republic of Moldova with this war? I wouldn't go to Moldova anyway, especially if you're a woman. The chances of being trafficked into sexual slavery are incredibly high, especially if you're young and hot. No, I wouldn't go to Moldova. No, thank you. And it's a very good chance they'll be pulled into the war. All right, Estelle, go earn some money. What do I think about the tariff gamble? What's the tariff gamble? I mean, Trump bargaining tool? I think it's brilliant. We'll see how it goes. I'm a realtor, but I read that you have to be a citizen to practice. I don't know if that's the law. Every state has different laws, Jules, so I don't know what law you're reading. There's no national law on being a realtor. It's up to the states. Japan, you can't smoke anywhere except designated spots. Yep. Went to bed at 4 a.m., Nick. Okay. For good things about Alabama Coast, you said that already. Do you have any comment? No, it's too hot and humid for me. I mean, I've been down there, but it doesn't do anything for me. If you like Durban, I suppose you'll like it. If Trump says he'll make the refugee program happen, I believe it will happen. Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't he? Okay. Lynette DeVette. Mr. Chris already did answer about schools about half an hour ago. What was her question? Lynette, what's your question about schools? I don't see her question. Oh, I hate this one. I wish I could just do a search for the name. I could find it. I don't see Lynette's question here. I'm trying to answer it even though I answered it already. Sorry, Lynette. I don't know. What are you asking about schools? Someone asked earlier if schools, what they cost. They're free. Oh, I saw Lorette, but there's Lynette. Okay, are you ignoring us? What did you ask about schools, Lynette? I'm not ignoring you. Oh, gosh, man. Why do people do this? There's hundreds of people chatting here, and you all look the same in here. There's very little difference when I'm looking at the screen. I do my best to answer as many people as possible. Why would anybody think I'm ignoring them unless they're a troll? Didn't see your question. What is your question? Arctic is back and forth between the States and South Africa. Golden Visa is $5 million. I don't know what a pardon costs. You have to ask Joe Biden. He sells pardons. Yeah, the Val Dam is going to overflow. It's going to break. What's your question, Lynette? You don't... Okay, Lynette, don't apologize. Ask your question again, please, while I can see it coming up now. Now they look for you. Please ask your question. Phoenix is amazing, clean and neat with lots of old mining towns. Phoenix, Arizona? It's a freaking nightmare. It takes 2 hours to drive from the north side to the south side. Oh, I did answer in detail, Abby. Thank you. Okay. All right. I enjoy your morning show. Keeps me company while I'm out. Put some advertising out for my business until I get there and then rebuild. Okay. Scottsdale's all right. Yeah. Yep. Scottsdale's nice. Tucson's it's okay. Old Tucson's interesting. But Sierra Vista's okay too. I like the Chiricahua Mountains. I've lived down there a couple times. Yeah. Oh, excuse me, my neck is cracking there. All right, so Trump, people are going silent. They're afraid to speak out against Trump. This is such nonsense. We know what real silence is. We know what being silenced and censored is all about under the corrupt Biden regime, criminals who violated the First Amendment. But now they're whining that people are afraid to speak out against Trump. Oh, shut up. People are going silent, fearing retribution. Trump critics muzzle themselves. What a crock. The silence grows louder every day. Silence doesn't get louder, Elizabeth. That's nonsense. Silence stays quiet. Fired federal workers are worried about losing their homes, asked not to be quoted by name. University presidents fearing millions of dollars in federal funding could disappear are holding their fire. Chief executives alarmed by tariffs that could hurt their businesses are on mute. Even longtime Republican hawks stunned by Trump's revisionist history that Ukraine is to blame for invasion of Russia and his Oval Office blow-up of President Zelensky have either muzzled themselves, tiptoed to criticism without naming Trump, or completely reversed their positions. Well, now you know what it's like there, Elizabeth. Boo Miller. Boo Miller. Video of Bloemfontein. Okay, thank you. Well, now they can get a bit of their own medicine. Exactly, Gideon. That's what I'm saying. The difference is that no one's censoring them. We were censored without cause. Without cause. They're not being censored. They're just pussies. They're just pussies. Meow. Pussies. You're a pussycat. What's $350 a night for a cock hotel? Iowa. I lived in Iowa with J.J. Bernard. It's very quiet, pleasant, good quality of life, very inexpensive place to live. Yeah, Iowa's. Yeah. I lived in Ames, Iowa. I worked at Iowa State University. Give a sure about America again that a moderator gave the other one today explains everything nice about America. Cost of schools. Well, I answered that question, Lynette, a long time ago. Wasn't that your question? I answered that question. I mean, like a half hour ago. Did you leave and come back, or did you ask the exact same question someone else asked? The answer is that schools are free here. You pay nothing for public schools. There's no school fees. That's garbage invented by criminals to defraud parents. In Africa especially, and the UK. You don't pay school fees. Taxes pay for schools. We pay for schools. I pay over $4,500, $4,600 a year so that other people's heathens can go to school. I don't have any kids in school, and I'm paying a fortune for the little bastards to go to school and hopefully become literate so they can go in the job market and pay taxes and fund Social Security and national defense. So, yeah, it's a social payoff. If you own property, you pay taxes for schools. That's the normal way that we fund schools here. You don't pay school fees. That's ridiculous. And we don't have school uniforms except in out-of-control, disciplinary problem, mostly black inner-city schools and, parochial schools like Catholic schools. No one else wears uniforms. We don't play that game here. The only reason those places do it because they were killing each other for Nikes. So and the lunches, are served every day. Some schools offer breakfast. The problem with the school lunch program is that it was only supposed to be for the poor, but the Biden regime extended it to virtually everybody in the country qualifies for it now. So we're burdened by billions of dollars paying for lunches for kids whose parents can afford the lunch and they're getting a free ride. It's not fair. You should only provide nutrition for people whose parents can't afford it so the kids don't go hungry. Sold my hamster on eBay. Small town country boy, Solarmy. Shh, Neville. Love the Pete Hegseth hearing where he was asked if he'd exclude defense personnel based on their beliefs. I didn't see that. Economics says tariffs are paid by consumers, but Trump wants to use it to disincentivize American corporations. That's not true. Economics grad, you really an economics grad? Then how can you possibly say that tariffs are paid by consumers? That's factually untrue. There are three different ways that tariffs play out. Depending on how high they are, the producer can eat the cost and have less profitability to retain market share. That's one way. The producer can push the entire cost onto the consumer and send it to the middleman. Or it can be a combination of the two. If it's a 10% tariff, the producer may eat 5% of the cost and only increase their cost by 5%. So your analysis there for an economics grad is pretty thin. Consumers don't necessarily pay for it. They simply do not. They can, but smart businesses will try to get by on the margins and not jack their prices up so as not to lose market share. PDF file called Welcome to the United States, a Guide to New Immigrants. Yeah, that's from the USCIS. You can download if you want. She disappeared and just came back. Well, I'll have to do some audit work, okay? Take care. Speaking of Pete Hegseth, I love he's been doing videos reporting on what he's been doing directly to people. I haven't seen it. MJ, by Malema comparing EFF Palestinians, he's saying that they'll behave. Well, yeah, they've already done that. The economic freedom fighters have already committed domestic terrorism. Have you forgotten the Clicks incident? They attacked 43 Clicks locations around the country after being exhorted to go out and attack these places by Julius Malema. One of the places they threw a Molotov cocktail into Clicks and injured people. They prevented elderly people from getting their life-saving medication from the pharmacy at Clicks. There was domestic terrorism. There's no question about it. The Julius Malema should have been in jail a long time ago. Should have done 10 years for that. Yep. biggest logging state. Washington State's big for logging. Oregon's big for logging. Pennsylvania's big for logging. There's others, but those are big ones. California. Sadly, these companies won't return production to the USA because of higher overhead. No, that's not true. Not true. It's already coming back. It came back during Trump's last term, and the reason it came back during the last term is overhead. Now, the issue isn't overhead. The issue is taxation. The United States had the highest corporate tax rate at the federal level in the world, the developed world, except for Japan. Japan has a 38% corporate tax. The United States has a 35% corporate tax. By comparison, Canada has a 12% corporate tax. It's no wonder that Chrysler, General Motors, and Ford moved all their frickin' plants out of Detroit and across the lake to Ontario, because they were taxed to death. That's the federal government. The states also put a corporate tax on top of that. States were paying nearly half their income in some cases, 42, 43% of their income, to taxation for their profit. Screwing shareholders and investors, screwing employees who couldn't get pay raises. Yeah, so when you say overhead, yeah, Trump lowered that to 21%. Not low enough. Corporate tax at the federal level should be 0%. Lots of wrong opinions going around on social media. It's good that you show them up. Well, I try to, Hana Fisagi. I try to, but people got to come watch the program. Not enough people are coming, and the YouTube has got the censorship thing out again. They're slowing stuff down. It's very frustrating. Very frustrating. But we'll keep telling people, best we can. They are free, but you get an invoice to pay a compulsory donation. God, Solomon, I can believe that. Yapi High School and College. Yeah, I got to be clear about that. Okay, so South Africa, you've got a strange way of describing school. Okay, so you talk about varsity. Varsity is high school, but for you, it's college. For us, varsity is high school. Varsity Blues, the show, the television show, was about a high school football team, not a college. So you have primary school, you have kindergarten, K through 12. Primary school is K through 6. Middle school is 7 and 8 normally. Some schools, they put 9, they split up 7, 8. And then high school is 9, 10, 11, and 12. You get 12 years of education, and you get through it. Then you can go to a college or university. A college is a school focused on one thing: arts and sciences, engineering, medicine, economics, or business. Those are colleges. Colleges sometimes stand alone. We had Messiah College, a faith-based college just down the road here. Messiah College is college. Now it's a university because they've added other colleges. You have more than one college. Then you have College of Medicine, College of Arts and Sciences, College of Mathematics. You've got them all on campus. It's part of a university. So universities. So colleges, universities are tertiary education beyond high school. And then you have master's programs, and then you have a doctorate. Yep. Daycare is 7,000 Rand a month. Oof. Yeah, he's not going to designate him as a terrorist because he's not an international terrorist. So we have no say in domestic terrorism. I mean, Ethiopia has defined 78 domestic terror groups, and only, I think, 3 of them do we recognize as terror groups. Companies are trending more towards not absorbing the tariffs. No, there's no trend towards that, economics grad. There's no trend towards it because the tariffs haven't been applied. How can you say that? Are you saying historically in recent years? Give some examples. The Chinese ate the tariffs. When Trump imposed tariffs, the Chinese, they ate the tariffs. They didn't push up the price of their goods. They kept their market share. But 25% is tough to eat. That's probably going to be one that's going to be split. Yeah, the firearm discharge case is sitting there for months. The kill the boar case needs to be appealed. Nothing's happening there. Okay. Where do they do the interviews in South Africa? I'm in Johannesburg. What interviews are you talking about, Louise? You talking about for refugee program? We don't do interviews. We don't take refugees from South Africa. We will when this program is announced, and it'll probably be in Joburg, either at our consular section on is it William Nichols Drive? It's not Leila scumbag Khalid yet, is it? Still Nichols Drive. Yeah, that's where our consular section is in Joburg, up there in Sandton City. That's where they will do them, or they'll pick some place, or they'll do places where they tell people to come. They'll hire a building. We have consular sections in 4 cities in South Africa. We have a big presence in South Africa. A consular section in Durban, one in Joburg, one in Cape Town, and at our embassy in Pretoria. technical colleges is another thing. We have technical schools, vocational schools here. Yep. 7 different military units for each branch is wasteful. Probably. But we have to buy our own uniforms, so it just sucks. So you have fatigues, you have a Class B, you have a Class A, you have a dress mess, and you have the white dress mess. So like 5 different uniforms. But most people only have 2 or 3. I was told it's a polygamous state, waiting for the travel booklet. There's no polygamous state in America. What are you talking about? It's illegal. I'm talking about Trump's intention with the tariffs. The negative side effect is Mexico and Canada retaliating with their own tariffs. I'm doing well. Yeah, yes and no. Economics grad. It's going to push up the pain for everybody. But Mexico can't survive by putting tariffs on us, and neither can Canada. Canada's economy will collapse. They think they're going to retaliate and it's going to hurt us. No, not going to happen. Canada's economy will collapse. No one's buying their stuff. The largest trading bloc in the world is U.S., Mexico, Canada. It is. And we can survive a lot longer than them. Their economies are overly dependent on extraction in the case of Canada and exports in the case of both countries. So they will collapse long before we do. Marissa, people should realize to make South Africa great again, we should first get South Africa back again. Yeah, that's good. Wherever you go, there will be expenses. Refugee status does not mean SASA monthly. Actually, it does. It does exactly mean that, Marissa. It does. Watch the video. Watch the video. You get free handouts. You get money. Yep. You do get money. It comes from a number of programs. That's not where it's at. That's the poll. Sorry. It comes from a number of programs. So it's there. Look at the finance video on my channel. Professor Wolf, the tariffs under yesterday's live stream. Very interesting analysis. Thank you for that economics grad. If I can find it, I'll try to take a look at it. Did I say William Nickel? Then Santon Drive. Okay, whatever. It's I forgot. They've already renamed William Nickel, haven't they? Winnie Mandela Drive. Oh, is that what they're saying? Okay, no, I thought they're changing Layla Khalid. No, okay, whatever. William Nickel is Winnie Mandela, right? Yes, tariffs towards Mexico are paused. Canada looks like they're going to go forward. It's confusing. They keep changing all the time. For U.S. school, for 2 kids, daycare included, for us, 7,000 months is trials. Okay, gotcha. Well, it's free here. It's free. Gideon says, at that kind of price market, I'm going to have a stay-at-home parent. Yeah. Saw somewhere the tariffs. Okay. SpaceX, yeah, almost the same time frame. The thing they lost attitude control and it blew up. I don't know if they blew it up or whatever, but what states in the U.S. has more same less climate as Western Cape? Southern California, and that's about it. Because it's Mediterranean. That's our own Mediterranean climate. Tell with names and name changes. I still live in after Jan Smuts. Okay. Vincent Fogel. I missed you there. You disappeared there. There it is. Hey, sir. Have you seen Newsroom Africa? I have not. Let's go look this up. I mean, I'm curious about this. Newsroom Africa. The problem, guys, is I don't have Newsroom Africa. I only get it off the internet, and if they don't post it on the internet, then I can't help you with it. Okay. Newsroom Africa. Okay, there it is. Okay. Okay. Let's see if it's here. Making Newsroom Africa. Khoisan. Khoisan requested me, the Trump administration, to have a picture of the solidarity movement. Afrikaners loss of power behind stunts. These people are just clowns. I don't see anything. There's nothing here on this video. See, this is the problem. I can't see this stuff. Is it Afrikaans community warned against applying for asylum? Well, there is no asylum. I'm going to have to comment on this.
Welcome back.
Well, first, it's no asylum. All right, this is what I tell him. Okay, let me get this. What the heck? Stop peddling fiction. There is no asylum offer for South Africans. It's a refugee offer, not even remotely the same thing. Try doing basic research instead of spreading propaganda. Only 8 dislikes. You guys are killing me. Is this the one? Let me see if this is it.
So, a Canadian immigration consultant has warned some members of the Afrikaans community in South Africa against applying for asylum in the United States. Nicholas Avramis says making a refugee claim to the US or any other country impacts future applications to other countries, including Canada, which approves close to 18,000 work permit and permanent residency applications for South Africa. Avramis joins us.
Okay, that's complete gobbledygook. She's mixing work migrant visas with refugee and with asylum. They're trying to frighten you in that if you get turned down for asylum in America, for refugee status in America, you won't be able to go work in Canada. These people are evil. Evil. I'm going to have to make a video on this now.
In studio now. Nicholas, a good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us. And this is one of those hot potato conversations now, isn't it? You know, Afrikaans community members, can they apply for asylum?
No, they can't apply for asylum. They're not in America.
In the US, and I believe that as an immigration consultant, you've actually gotten a lot of, or a few calls, obviously you can give me the data of that, a few calls saying, can you help me?
Okay, anyone calling an immigration lawyer is a fool. You don't need a lawyer.
Apply for asylum to move to
You're not applying for asylum. Stop using that term.
the US?
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. We're Beaver Immigration's immigration consulting company. We mainly focus on Canada. We do some European visas on a case-by-case basis. But recently we have been receiving calls from members of predominantly the Afrikaans community asking questions about this new refugee and asylum policy that the U.S.
It's not an asylum policy. This guy's a fucking lawyer, and he's sitting there. He can't get the term right. See, I might as well become a lawyer. At least I know the damn law. Good God. Unbelievable. It's not me being interviewed, says Nicholas. Wow. Yeah, I'm downloaded. I'm going to have to listen to it, and then I'm going to have to make a video.
come out with, which is quite interesting for us. But, you know, refugee and asylum claims are part of immigration, okay?
No, they're not immigration. No, they're not immigration. Asylum seekers are already in the country, so you're not immigrating. Refugees are a legal status. They're not immigrants. They don't have to prove. Oh, gosh. Anyway, wow, this guy's an attorney.
Any country. And they're really governed by the
He's not American. He's Canadian.
1951 Refugee Convention Act, which says, that framework basically says that, if you have a fear of prosecution or serious harm through torture and cruelty, you can make an asylum claim. And that's...
Yeah, we're not talking about asylum. Oh my gosh, these people are so dim-witted.
usually the framework globally for it.
It doesn't matter what the framework globally is. It matters what U.S. law is. You're not going globally. You're coming to the United States. That agreement set the framework for refugee and asylum. It didn't set the laws for America. This guy's an idiot.
But one thing people don't understand is that when you make this claim or when you seek asylum or refugee status in any country, this will follow you for life. And what does that mean? Well, when you go to make an application for a visitor visa to the UK, study permit to Australia, immigration officials are going to ask you, have you been denied a visa? Have you applied for refugee status? And usually the threshold for immigration officers is to determine whether you can abide by your temporary visa and status, or whether you plan to return to your home country. Well, if you've made a refugee claim, you've declared that you want to leave your home country, in this case South Africa, and you plan to never return. So it's something that's going to follow you. And
so it follows you. It doesn't affect you going to the UK or Canada or Lesotho unless you fly through South Africa. You're going to fly directly to Lesotho. It follows you your whole life? No, that guy's so full of shit. His eyes are brown. His eyes are literally brown. He has brown eyes. He's so full of shit. In fact, I love this screen capture. I'm going to do a screen capture of this guy looking up in the air. His eyes are full of shit. This is the comedy hour. I mean, this is unbelievable. This is a propagandist. It follows you your whole life. What a crock. What a total crock. Being a refugee is not a bad thing. being a refugee is a status given to people whose lives are in jeopardy. No immigration officer looks down upon you because you have refugee status. What he's trying to imply is that, well, you can't get refugee status in America and then go to Germany. You can't do that. Well, of course you can. Stupid. And it won't matter if you get citizenship. That's correct. All that goes out.
Something that you're going to always have to explain during your travels.
No, you're not.
So, and now I'm interested in saying, when.
So do you have to explain your green card status in America? Do you have to explain your permanent, do you have, if you're living in the UK and you go to Germany, do you have to explain why you have leave to remain from the UK? No, you don't. Oh my gosh.
You know, I'm an Afrikaans South African, an Afrikaner South African, and I've applied for this refugee status. Let's assume I get it, right, in the US. And then a few years in, I want to travel to somewhere else, and I want to get that visa application. What would, and you say it would be difficult to explain, right?
No,
what would then happen? So what would be required of me to then get
You apply for the visa and you get it. Case closed.
past that? Is it possible?
It is possible, but it's something that needs to be explained. And let's back up for a second. This is a policy announcement that came out last month through an executive order, right? No program has been announced.
Correct.
We do not know the specifics.
Correct.
Will this lead to a green card? Will this lead to U.S. citizenship?
Well, the law says it does. So unless they make an exception like they did in Liberia's case, it will. We don't know, though.
How long will the processing time take? Look, we've all seen that things in the United States change every 4 years.
Oh, stop it. Oh my gosh, that's enough of that. I'm going to vomit listening to this stuff. This guy is. All right, well, now I can't go to bed. I got to make a video. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, fear-mongering. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. What the hell did I write down here? I can't even read my own handwriting. What's this? What's this? Oh, that's Microsoft. Wait, micro. Yeah, fear-mongering. Wow. Yeah, he's so full of it. And Newsroom puts him on there. You don't see him out asking for me to come on because they don't want the truth. Yeah. Yeah, South African mainstream media doing everything they can to show how biased and partial they are. Yep. Yep. A lot of BS out there. And lots of people believe it. James Duvall's in-laws think it's crazy. Leslie Grayling says they're so scared that the white man leaving South Africa will probably end up as Zimbabwe state. Yeah, well, yeah. Yeah, for all the vomit. Yeah, yeah, no kidding. I have to put a bucket next to me for all the vomit. Yeah, so we've had a better turnout tonight. Reg, your video was blocked. Your comment was blocked, Reg, but one of my moderators let it in. Okay, just so you know that YouTube blocked it, but one of my moderators let it in. Yeah, well, Yolanda, I'm kind of tired. I don't know if I'm going to make it now or make it in the morning, but I might make it now. It's just comical. This is pathetic. These people are just, they really take the cake. Where did they dig them up? You know, you got the South African Chamber of Commerce right around trying to frighten people. You've got this guy running around. You've got YouTube hiding my videos again so that people can't find it. Yep. Hey, Mark, they're scared Afrikaners leave and they stand to lose tax revenue. Yeah, they're scared of a lot of things. It's not just tax revenue. If those Afrikaners are still employed, the economy will collapse without them. Do you Americanize all whites in South Africa as Afrikaners? What? Do Americans see all whites in South Africa? Most Americans have no idea what the hell South Africa is. Most white South Africans come to America and they're talking to people and meeting Americans and they're, where are you from? Africa. And they look at them like, Africa? But you're white. It's kind of like watching Lethal Weapon 2. Yeah, my friend wants to move to South Africa. Oh, please, bring your friend in. And, hey, yeah, I want to move here. But you're black. Danny Glover. He says, Danny Glover, but you're black. Well, you know, so Americans meet South Africans like, but you're white. Lutke, thanks for a great breakfast show. You're welcome, Lutke. Yeah, it's the breakfast program. Yeah, so the news is broken. Here's how to fix it. That's the title we went with today. That was a site recommended that, so I thought I'd try that. Thank you, LSR. Keep your spirits high, Colonel. You're awesome. Thanks, Santel Bridges. No one wants the farmers to leave. We need food and income from our exports. Now, well, what'll happen is when you can't feed yourselves, the U.S. will feed South Africa. It's what we always do. Yeah, just imagine me on Newsroom Africa. Yeah. Sent you a video link that already on WhatsApp. It was very disturbing. I couldn't sleep. And well, afterwards, you should ready comments under the video. Okay. Can I bring my pet lion? Of course, Dirk. You can bring your pet lion and tigers and bears. Oh my. Traffic lights don't work even when there is electricity incompetent where the tax is going. You mean robots? I don't use my alarm to wake up anymore. Colonel Wyatt's my wake-up alarm. Oh, really? Okay. Transvaal note, the area under claim is a farming area used for subsistence farming. The claimant lost the right of land. Food comes from Checkers. Exactly, Solomon. I've listened to the ANC. I know that all food comes from Checkers and ShopRite. Good night, Kiona. Thanks for the great reporting. I don't watch any other news source besides you and Biz News. Yeah, Biz News does a fine job. Yep. There are a lot of people who would leave South Africa if they could, and even conversations about Britain taking its settlers back. Yeah. Good luck with Britain. That place is lost. Yolanda Cilliers is laughing. Gideon Ruiz coming back with some rand, or with, I keep saying rand, with yen again. Thank you, Gideon. In Japan, all white foreigners are American. Exactly. Exactly. The Japanese see every white foreigner. You could be from Scotland. Oh, that's right. All from Scotland. No, you're an American. No. I mean, so this is the experience. Let me find this. This is the experience of white folks in Japan. No, I'm from England. No, you're an American. No, it's just like this poor little kid, right? You guys ready for this? Okay, just like this poor little kid. This is what this kid has to deal with. So this kid is told they're wrong when they see the obvious. When you are the obvious in Japan, you're a Welshman, you're a German, you're all Americans. And this is what happens, just like this.
A fucking goat outside.
It's just a goat.
No, it's a fucking goat.
It's a fucking goat. No, baby, it's just a goat. No, it's a fucking goat. You're an American. No, I'm Australian. No, you're a fucking American. Look, Ma, it's a fucking American. No, Yoshi, it's an Australian. You got the one little black kid comes out of the car and says, fucking bitch. What'd you call me? I said, fucking bitch. Oh, those videos are so funny. It's not funny, but it's funny. But that's just so innocent. That's so innocent because you know the father's like, that fucking goat's in the yard again. The poor little kid thinks that's what the name of it is. It's a fucking goat. Oh, dear God. Oh. Masakina away. Transatlantic, my pronouns are bye-bye and God. Loads of these lawyers, immigrationists make refugee status sound so terrible because they want you to waste money in immigration. Exactly. I want to see the ANC beg Trump for money. So do I. So do I. We need a good song for the day. I got a song for you when we end here, right? Colonel Wyatt's Anthem. You're going to get that one out here shortly. How are we doing on views? Boy, 4,600. That's pretty cool. It's a good start for the evening. So, yeah, that's not what I want. We'll save it for a little bit later. Okay. Another cup of coffee. Oh, my God. Okay. Okay. We did need that laugh after all this. They are so cute and so funny. That one's just so funny. And here's if you're listening to this Canadian lawyer, I have something for you. Here's a message from Admiral Akbar.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
It's a trap. It's a trap. Did you see the one where the mom said, look, honey, there's a black one. Oh, no, I didn't see that one. I didn't see that. Don't know. Is this a stupid question? I have a 22-month-old black adoptive grandchild. We have a problem bringing him. As long as you have legal custody of the child that's part of your family, that should not be a problem at all. That's your immediate family. If you've adopted a child, yeah. If it's a foster child, that's going to be a problem. But if you have adoption, that child is part of your family, it's not a problem. It's not a problem. It's an elaborate ruse. Yep. So that's not a stupid question. There's no stupid questions, Anita. No stupid questions. Just when the questions get asked 9 times, it gets frustrating. He never ever seen you cry until the Trump speech. You made my eyes water. I'm sorry, Flash. You actually had a titanium shell with marshmallow inside. No, I'm a softie inside. I cry for the anthem. You know, I'll even cry for the Canadian anthem until they piss me off. I don't cry anymore though. In all thy son's command. No, folks, it's all thy son's command, not in everyone command. Yeah, no, I take patriotism, I take human life quite seriously, and the welfare of others is paramount to me. Black, white, brown, Christian, Muslim, Jew, Buddhist, even Wiccans. Yep. Yep. So, yeah, no, Flash. It's not the first time I've cried on camera. You know, it's I have a lot of pride in things, our national symbols and such. But yeah, that was an epic, and just the behavior of the Democrats was so off-putting, so vomit-inducing. Somebody asked me today if we have enough fuel. No, dipshit, we're just going to run out and crash and die. Yeah. Here's your sign. So I can picture that. He comes up to Arctic in the cockpit. So do we have enough fuel? No, we're just going to. That's another. That's a Ron White. Ron White does that. He says, I flew from, I forget where he says, somewhere from Houston to some town. It's the shortest flight in the world. It's like we get up in the air and one of the engines quit. The guy says, what do you say? Are we all gonna die? Are we gonna get there? And he says something like, yeah, we're gonna get there about 3 minutes before the emergency cruise too. We'll be first on the scene of the crash. Oh, Ron White. Yeah, we'll be first on the scene. We're going to get there about 3 minutes before the emergency cruise too. Oh, gosh, I got to find that. That's so funny. Ron White. Ron White. Scene of the crash. Let's see if this is it. Hang on. Oh my goodness. We'll get through the ad first. Ron White. So funny, man. That guy.
Flew here on a plane this big, like a pack of gum with 8 people in it. It was scary. What happened was we took off from the Ottawa Airport Hair Care and Tire Center.
The Ottawa Airport Hair Care and Tire Center. Arctic can relate to this, man.
We're traveling at half the speed of smell.
Half the speed of smell.
We get halfway to Montreal, we got to go back.
Now, he told this story in Houston, so this is when he does it in Canada. He's up in Canada, but anyway, so it's the same skit.
9-minute flight. We can't pull it off with this equipment.
9-minute flight, we can't do it.
We did. We had engine trouble. We lost some oil pressure in one of the engines, and they told us about it over the speaker system of the plane.
Which is funny, because he could have just turned around and said, hey, we got a problem. There's a super chat from Lisa Joubert. Thank you for that, Lisa. 14 rand. That's your first one. Thank you so much.
Which was stupid because they could have just went, hey, we lost some oil pressure.
Because it's a little plane. Oh, dear God.
Heard ya.
Gotcha.
Sure did. It was weird. Everybody on the plane was nervous, but I'd been drinking since lunch, and I was like, take it down. I don't care.
He likes to drink. He's always got a cigar. Well, this is a long time ago. He has a cigarette, but usually has a cigar, and he's got a whiskey in his hand when he does his show. Oh my goodness, Ron White.
You ever have one of those days? You don't care if the plane stays in the air or not. The guy next to me is losing his mind. Apparently, he had a lot to live for.
The guy next to him, he's losing his mind. Apparently had a lot to live for. Nick, thank you for the super chat. And there's one from Quids. Thank you. Some small ones coming in tonight, but thank you for them.
He did. He goes, hey man, if one of these engines fails, how far will the other one would take us like all the way to the scene of the crash.
If one of these engines fails, how far will the other one take us all the way to the scene of the crash? Oh, God.
Which is pretty handy because that's where we're headed.
We're headed to the scene of the crash. Thank you, Jacob, for the $2 super chat. What does the ANC do when they hit bottom? They start digging. Exactly. Jules gave gifted membership. Daniel McQueen got it. Thank you for that. Fact check. That's true. Thank you, Daniel, for your membership. Courtesy of Jules. It's kind of handy because that's where we're headed to see the crash. I thought Arctic would appreciate some aviation humor tonight. Ron White, Ronwhite, Ron White. He's hilarious. Oh my gosh. I wonder if a special needs dependent would count against us. Nope, won't count against you. It doesn't make any difference, as Artie just said. Okay, I'm off again. Okay, there you go. I get moved by destem. Okay. Okay, what else you got there? And, yep, fact checked, it's true. We would be first, honestly. I wonder where this other engine is going to take us, right to the scene of the crash. In fact, we'll get there for everybody else. If you can search for that meme, look at that white goat. I don't know that one. Okay. Look at that white goat. It's on Instagram. I can't because I'm not logged in Instagram. Anyway, well, yeah. Fellow Neanderthals, we now have an N-word. Yeah, we have our own N-word. And there's a super chat from Lisa Joubertian. Everything to do morning and night is to watch your channel. Keep it going strong. Well, thank you, Lisa. Please tell other people about the channel. We've hit a rut. We've hit a slowdown thanks to YouTube. Really slow growth the past few weeks. But February is incredible, folks. I'm going to bring these up on the screen and show you. I want to thank everybody that's here for February. February was brilliant. Hang on a second. I got to get rid of this search term here. Okay, here we go. So February, just to show you real quick here, I want to share this with you all. Okay, so this is what happened in February on this channel. You ready for this? You ready for this? Okay, so on this channel in February, the following. 3,130,659 views in a 28-day month. It's the most views ever on this channel in a month, ever, or even on the other channel. In fact, it's almost 40% of the total views of this channel in 3.5, well, for almost 4 years. Wow. So that's pretty incredible. Thank you all for that. But even more importantly, and this is a more important number here, check this out. February of 2025, 26,100 subscribers gained. Best month ever. Wow. Wow. Thank you for that. Carolyn TG, well, that is unknown because Afrikaners have not been defined. You're new to the channel, apparently. It's in my video. I explained it in every one of the videos I've talked about, and every time I talk about this topic. The embassy has not defined what Afrikaners, the State Department has not defined what Afrikaners are. As I said on the night that I announced this, I broke the news. Yes, I did break the news. On the night I broke this news, I said very clearly that it's likely to be redefined to include ethnic minorities. And then on the Monday after that, and I did that stream within 2 hours of Trump announcing it. And then on the Monday after that, because it's a Friday night, the embassy said ethnic minorities. We don't know what the deal is in that. So how are they going to screen? Well, that's going to be up to the State Department how they do it. So, we have to wait and see what the criteria are. So I've answered your question. Oh, the kid goes, bullshit. Matthew, you go to sleep. You go back to sleep. Go wake up Ronaldo. He's sleeping. Hugo says, well done. YouTube need to send you a gold plate. Well, yeah, that ain't going to happen. Get me famous, Quids. Why do I want to get you famous? All right, cool. Solomon says, no, thank you, Colonel. Someone needs to break through the asylum memory. Well, I'm trying, but YouTube has put the thumbs down ever since people started coming here. We had 2 weeks of incredible growth. We went from 20 to 48,000 subscribers in a month. And then, boom, the hammer came down again. And we're barely growing now. We're still getting the views every day, which means a lot of you are coming back and watching, which is awesome. I'm really grateful for that. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So let me just take a look at analytics here on the channel very quickly here and just run through for you guys before we wrap up. So in the last 30 days, I've had 3 million views. About a week ago, that was 3.1, 3.2 million. So it's a sliding scale every day. You drop a day off this end and you add a day on this end. So you stay at 30 days, 28 days. 287,000 hours watched, 22,800 subscribers. Yep, that's pretty good in the last month. But the numbers are dropping. I was up to like 279,000 views in 48 hours. Right now I'm at 153,000. So you see that 120,000 fewer views in a 2-day period. So that's 60,000 fewer views per day. So, but I think people might be getting exhausted. You know what's happening with the U.S. dollar? It's weakening against Iran? I don't think so. That seems odd. Maybe because of the tariffs, but yeah. Not a priority. Yep, that's true. Anyway, so yeah, it's my audience. Really quickly, let me take a look at this. The problem is I'm not getting new. So I'm down to 4,900 new viewers yesterday. 5,000 the day before that. 5,500. 5,000. So it's day after day about 5,000 new viewers, and that's not many chances to grab a new subscriber every day. Whereas I had 49,700 returning viewers, 39,000, 37,000. So yeah, it's tough. I've had very few days where I've had a chance to gain many subscribers. But my videos are doing well. All top 7 of a very high retention rate. People come back. So, yeah, pretty cool. But I have surpassed the number of channels, which is pretty interesting. Channels have been around for a long time. I'm very grateful for that. Morning, I've looked around YouTube, and by far your channel is not only the most popular, but it's the most factual material regarding USA-South relations. The numbers say something. Well, they do, Francois Rasmus, but so does the slowdown. It's a YouTube kibosh. I'm not complaining about it. We'll overcome it one way or another. But we need you to keep sharing the channel, people. Need to hit 100,000 subs before he gets to silver 47. Yep, to go. Yeah, you got to get me there, oh my God. The silver plaque is at 100,000. Louise says, not leaving. Live is my morning and evening news. I'm glad to hear that, Loretta. Thank you so much. What's your subscribers before February? Patrick, in January, December 31st, it was 20,300. Yep, 20,300. Yep. Let me go back and let me see. Analytics, subscribers, overview. I'll look at subscribers. Subscriber count. Okay, so I'll go over the past 90 days. Okay, that'll be helpful. So last 90 days, I can go back to, and I'll even show it on the screen to you, okay? Here you go. So we go to December 31st. There we go, December 31st, 20,398. So since then, I've gotten 33,000, just under 33,000 new subscribers. But you go through January, I had good content, and we're getting more views, but not more subscribers. See how slow it's going there? And then all of a sudden, after Trump becomes president, then right there, January 29th, before the executive order is even published, January 29th, we take off. Look at that, 23, 24, 25, 27, 28, 29, 30, 30, 32, 34, 36, 37, 38, 39, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. And this is where we run into trouble. We get to 48 and it slows down a lot. 49, say 49, 49, 50, 51, 51, 51, 4 days in a row, 5 days in a row, 51. Finally get to 52, then 2, 3, 4 days, 5 days. We're 5 days to get to 53. So we're getting about 200 per day after getting 1,000 per day. So you can see how that's really gone down. Anyway, and I'm still producing the same content, and I'm getting still some pretty darn good views, but it's mostly returning subscribers because YouTube is not recommending my videos, a lot of them. I mean, maybe I'm getting the algorithm wrong. I've come up with a method to help me improve that. Hopefully it'll work. Hopefully it will work. I don't know. We'll see. But I've noticed there's a very clear trend in my videos that a month ago they would come, they would surge, they would keep going like this for 3 or 4 or 5 days, and now like this for 1 day, and then they just fall off the cliff because YouTube just takes them out of the rotation. So it's whatever. We'll just keep trying. Bad experience with family or subject to refugee status came up, and we said that we would definitely apply, and they all went with us. They all went at us. Colette, don't tell anybody. Don't just look. I don't want anyone to have to leave South Africa, but if you're leaving, it's in your best interest to keep it to yourself. There's no reason to tell anybody. No reason to tell anybody. Because people are just idiots. Yeah, it's not a team sport. You know, you think the immigrants who came to America were popular with their family or with their communities? They just got on the boats and came here. So that's how it worked. So I wouldn't do that. Now, the thing is, here's the problem. When Matthew Dixon applies for refugee status, when he arrives in America, we're going to deport him because he's a fraud. Yeah, you debunked them with my videos. And they watch my videos and they still don't believe it. Well, they're the suckers. So if you come here and you succeed, and then they'll all be like crying in their buttermilk because they still, you know, have to live behind razor wire and cameras and flamethrowers and be carrying guns on their hip. I mean, every farmer I know in South Africa has a gun on their hip. Every one of them. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're throttling it because I'm giving correct information. Yep. Yep. Permanent residence cost South Africa is $12 million, and undertake you pay DHA non-refundable. What are you talking about, Eugene Mulder? Why would anyone want permanent residence to come to South Africa? People are trying to get out. You can hang out with Trudeau in Canada. There's Matthew Dixon. I'm expropriating your couch. You think you are? Not going to happen, Matthew. Make short videos about refugee program. We can share all of it again. We'll spread it. You can't if YouTube don't. Okay, well, I do make short videos. Anything under 10 minutes is a short video. 3-minute videos. I mean, look, I'll tell you. So I did a 4-minute video, 25,000 views. Another 4-minute video, 19,000 views. 4-minute video, 60,000 views. 10-minute video, 19,000 views. 6-minute video, 24,000. There's no rhyme or reason to it. Anecdotally, it doesn't work that way. The topic and the thumbnail and the title are what really matter the most, plus the search terms. So we'll see. We're trying to see how it goes here. So, do you know how long the process takes for us to sort out the paperwork? No, I don't, Henrik, because I don't deal with refugees until they're, you know, they get processed through the embassy, and not even then because I'm not a consular officer. But I've seen people go through embassies and get refugee status going back to the States from countries. No, I don't know. And we won't know until they state the program. So there's no reason speculating on it. A white guy reporting factual information in Africa. You're welcome, Radiance. Magic couches. They have $64 million in it. Yaku Swanepoel. Okay. Sharing, and many people don't have data. Data very expensive. Yes, I know, Lizzie, but I pay a flat fee of 6,000 Rand a month for my cable, my phone, and my internet, which is crazy. That's double what it was a couple years ago. I just keep to myself because the moment you mention FDR, everyone starts to judge. Exactly. Charles wants the gold card. Okay. Please like and subscribe. Yeah. You are going to an overload Afrikaners in your porch. Well, we could probably get about 60 people on my porch. You'd be shoulder to shoulder, but 60 people. Neanderthal refugee program. That's what I'll do. Is YouTube American owned? Yes, it's owned by Google, Alphabet. It used to be a separate company, but they bought it 10, 15 years ago. Watch all the time because you don't do clickbait streams. Yeah, I don't do iQuids. I don't do clickbait. I don't go with clickbait titles. I've done a cheeky title here and there, but I usually don't go clickbait titles. Yep. I mean, 6,000 for U.S. cable. Yes, France. Yes, 6,000. My car insurance is $2,000 a month, and I haven't had an accident, and I'm a safe driver. No drinking, driving, no citations, and I have one of the cheapest insurance companies, and I pay. And I don't have new cars; they're old cars, so they won't even have to pay me much if they get wiped out. I pay 2,000 Rand a month for car insurance. Then I have to pay medical insurance, which is supposed to be free as a veteran, a combat veteran, and a retiree. I'm supposed to get free medical here. I don't. I have to pay insurance. It's a scam. They changed it a few years ago. Yeah, and then I pay taxes every month. My mortgage, I finally am $100 more per month paying off the principal on my mortgage, vice the interest. So each month the principal goes up a little bit, and the interest goes down. But the taxes and insurance have risen so much that I'm barely paying more in principal principal than I am in the escrow. Meanwhile, the principal's down here. So it's crazy. 3 people shot at a Santon restaurant. Wow, I didn't hear about that. Walt in Gran Torino. Oh, you talking about, is that Clint Eastwood? Get off my lawn. So Arctic is lying. I have an outshed out back where I keep mowers and cadavers, and that's where Arctic stays when he's here. It's not heated, though. There's no air conditioning either. Can pay those bills for you. Just give us space for our tents. Gold Visa card. Okay. Alphabet is just a fancy term for Monopoly. Okay. I want to switch. Still watch news. Okay. Cold. Yeah, it's cold here. It was cold today. Oh my gosh. You know, I love the cold, but it was around freezing. The wind was blowing about 35 or 40 knots. And because the wind was blowing so hard, it was lowering the temperature, the ambient temperature, so that when the rain came down, it turned to snow en route. And so when it hit my windscreen earlier today, boom, it was snow. But it melted instantly. So it was cold. It was not nice. Your $1 under the shed. Well, I have to go outside when I finish here. You know what? I don't think I'm going to make that video tonight. I'll make it in the morning about that guy. Yeah. And yeah, I don't want to make it tonight because I want to focus on it, and I'm kind of tired. It's been a long day. Subscribers fine. Bry when this is all over. He's coming to squat there by you when we arrive. Guys, you do know I have an arsenal, right? We don't just use shotguns to arrange weddings for pregnant girls. And they're not just for shooting squirrels and quail. And don't worry, it won't be a murder charge because I just put rock salt in it. Yeah, rock salt stings when it gets in your bum. Get off my lawn. Man. I didn't hear about that one. Okay. All right, guys. Let's see where we're at here. We went over 5,000 views. That's awesome. 707 likes, a little bit of super chat. We had 4 new members. One of them was a gift, as I recall. Thank you so much. Now come here, I'll tell you what, there won't be rock salt in that thing. It'll be buckshot. There'll be lead in that thing. You got your dog crapping in my yard. That ain't going to happen, man. Homie, don't play that. All right, Colonel Wyatt's Anthem to wrap us up here, folks. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I'll be back making that video in the morning, and then it's a normal Friday with the news at the regular time unless something comes up. So, thank you all. Hang on a second here.
So you only settle up once.
Hang on a second here. There we go. All righty, cool. All right. Cheers, and Colonel Wyatt's Anthem. Have a good night. God bless. Be sure to hit the like button.
Colonel Wyatt hits the screen, got stories bold and keen. Old soldier, sharp and mean, tells truths they've never seen. Rugby lover with a roar, Africa flowing in his core. YouTube rants they can't ignore, his passion makes his heart soar. Colonel Wyatt, hear his call, shining light through it all. Trolls may rise, but he'll stand tall. Subscribe now, don't miss the brawl. Military mind, keen and wise, truths come out, no disguise. South African skies, in his eyes, hear his voice, no surprise. Retired soldier with the fight, in the dark he brings the light. Angry rants, truths ignite, join the cause, join the right. Don't miss the brawl. Enemies knocked on his door, trolls attack, but he's more with each click. Watch him soar on the truth waves. He explodes. Colonel Wyatt, hear his call, right now. Don't miss the brawl.
Take a picture.